following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
I wanted that to be the word that they heard.
And we are live. Welcome everybody to Total Tabletop. This is HotA, Horsemen of the Apocalypse. And if I'm not mistaken, we're on episode 68. Is that correct?
Let me check my notes.
You know what that means, boys. Next week is going to be a special episode.
Next week,
It'll be
we're just
Finley.
It's a Finley episode, that's what it'll be.
It's
Yeah.
epic one shot. You guys just chill out for 4 hours. I got it.
Last week we took the week off because we had a player who was on vacation, so we did a one shot. But we are back into the campaign. It feels good to be here again. And welcome everybody. My name is DM Steelax. Real name, birth name, the one my mother gave me is Sean Steele, but no one can call me that. Nobody can call me that. That's kidding. See, I live in the Pacific Northwest. We started this channel. Man, how long have we been doing this now, guys?
Like
almost
2 years.
Almost three years.
3 years. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been one hell of a journey. We are growing. We have possible opportunity. Like, there's a lot of really good things. We got some great content that is just came or is coming to the channel. I just want to take an extra moment just to say thank you to everybody, to these guys, people who aren't here, everyone that's on staff, all the viewers who have supported us. Ventus is here. You guys are here all the time, showing love, showing support, and you guys are why we do this. Obviously, we could play and not stream it, but we're doing this for you guys, so we really appreciate all the support and everything. So, hearts for everyone. All right. So we have our regular. Go ahead, Kyle. Do it. Throw it up. Throw up the gang sign. There you go. We do have a mature content disclaimer. Gang signs are okay.
I thought I should do it. I just thought I should do it. Okay.
Awesome. Well, let's meet our cast and crew for tonight, and we have a returning guest player who is trying to, I think, become the 5th player of the campaign. No, I was kidding. Yeah, so who are you playing? And I don't know, just something fun.
All right. Let's do this thing. What's up, everyone? My name's Kyle, coming at you from York, Pennsylvania. And I play everyone's favorite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigans. And you know what's kind of nice is that I'm looking at the stream right now, and every now and again, so I went on vacation. My headphones dropped in the sand, and I poured water on them. I was like hoping they would come, because obviously I'm not gonna put sandy earbuds in, right? That's just not how you. So I thought it would work, and they didn't. So I had to go get something else, and I got these wireless ones. I was like, oh, it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be all wireless and stuff, like still kind of wiredly, like Bluetoothy, but not really. Anyway, to get to the point, they were on clearance. I was like, oh, all good things. And then I put them on. Right? Then I put them on, and I noticed that, I don't know, can you guys see that?
Not really, actually.
That's what I'm saying. On the stream, you can't really see them, but they look like dangly earrings like my Aunt Tilda used to wear or something. But only these guys can see it. I'm looking on stream. I was a little upset, but now I'm not so upset anymore because you can't even see them. I'm so happy right now, you guys.
It's the small things in life.
It's just I'm always trying to find just little things. I'm very easily entertained and very easily
I could crank up
delighted.
the chroma key a little bit more so I can cut it out more.
Oh my gosh, you delightful.
I might cut into your
man.
hairline,
Don't play with his heart like that, Sean.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. And I'm just so happy. So you guys can see my danglies, but they can't. So I'm happy. I'm good. It's good to be back.
Yeah, welcome back. I hope you had a good vacation, and all right.
Hi everybody. My name is AJ, and I play Rin and Aran. I'm here in California, and considering that Kyle was talking about looking at the stream, I just noticed something that I never noticed before, is the fact that each one of us has a little bit of like a gray thing going on. We got music notes, we got like arcane energy, smoke, and like I want to say like liquid shadow for I don't know what, but it's like feathers. They're feathers. Oh, that is so cool. I like
very
that.
Discreet.
That was new.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be distracting. Yeah, I set it up when we changed overlay, so yeah.
This is the first time I've seen it.
You see? The little things, guys.
I wasn't looking until Kyle said you can't see it. I'm just like, can I not? Well,
Gary, you don't have any of the special white gray stuff behind you. I'm sorry.
Just wait
We
till
see- we
Res
see-
Unit.
Yeah, he does a
Is
Resident
what makes him special.
Awesome. Well, welcome back, AJ. Always a pleasure.
I'm Dylan. I play Kurtz, the moral compass of this party, group, conglomerate, whatever you want to call it. And there's a traitor amongst us, boys. And we're going to root him out. And I'm really excited about this 26-pound chest.
I mean, it's more important than
It's
anything
definitely
else you've
more
done
important.
thus far.
It's definitely even more important than the demon squirrel.
Fair.
Noted.
As Gur holds it over his head. Awesome. Well, welcome back.
See? Yeah. See, again, little things. You thought 25-pound chest was great.
God, 26. Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew such things were even possible?
Little things.
Spaz and I had a really good laugh when we're like, what if you had 26 pound?
It's beautiful.
Anyway, my
Jackie
name is...
bought me a health potion as well. Sorry.
That's
Connor.
nice. No worries. That's something that we definitely need to address. Anywho, my name is Connor. I play Urger Dropper, the half-orc ranger of the party. And something about me, I'm anxious and excited about tomorrow because I have a grad school interview via Zoom.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
You'll have more experience on Zoom than any of the other applicants.
Probably. I'm guessing.
they're gonna ask you, how do we fix this? How do we fix?
Yeah, dude.
You can
And
have
I
your
will
resume
say-
in the background, just scrolling through.
Floating.
As you can see. Yes.
As you can see,
As
here.
you can see over my left shoulder.
Very cool.
or-
Well, good luck, man.
Thanks.
That's true.
You're gonna do great. You're gonna do great.
Yeah, you can really make a
Tell
nice
us all
setup
about
for
it.
you where you're gonna do it.
And our returning guest player for this evening.
Hello, I'm Shadow, broadcasting out of Portland, Oregon, and I'm playing Gur, the guest player. And you'll be able to catch us not this week, but soon in Rise of Unity.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, that'll bring us to our announcements. Like you said, we do have other terrific shows on our channel and more to come. So, Sundays, we have Aegis Pass, which is ran by AJ, who's way over there. A couple of the players here playing that as well. So, Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Mondays, right now, they are just recording, but Dylan, who's playing Kurtz, is running Dark Heresy Whispers of the Eye. And hopefully, if everything keeps going good, we want to bring it to the channel on Mondays at the same time. So, show some support and love in the chat so the players keep showing up for that. Tuesdays, which is what we're doing here, we have Horsemen of the Apocalypse. And then Wednesdays, we have Rise of Unity, which had the last games have been recorded. The plan was tomorrow we were going to live broadcast it and do our first live stream game, but something came up and DM Spaz can't make it, so we are going to be canceling tomorrow's game. Happens though. So if tomorrow, I'm free. I was planning on streaming, so if anybody wants to do a game night or something like that, just hit me up. We can hang out or talk D&D or whatever. And then Saturday mornings, currently at 10 a.m., we have world building. That is going to be changing to either Thursday or Friday nights, probably. My schedule changed. Got a new job, but I'm working from home, so it's really nice. So that's a lot of changes going on for me, but it is all good stuff. Let's see what else. If you guys miss any episodes, they're all on our YouTube, and we're looking at trying to overhaul our YouTube. We have over 300 videos, and I was going through and comparing to like Critical Role. They have 400. We have 300.
Holy shit! Wow.
Like, we have a lot of content, and we're talking to somebody else who's who's been looking at the channel from an outsider perspective and talking about combing through all those past episodes, and there's a lot of really good content that's on those, and we can restructure those and crop those down and make additional videos of like highlights and a bunch of really fun stuff, key moments, maybe like focus on like have a Finley one where have bits of Finley and have that be an episode, and bits of Kurtz.
Probably be the only one that you're gonna want. I mean, sorry. I mean, that's the one we should start with. I mean, that'll be the best one. I mean,
I was
appreciate
thinking
you
about
saying mine first.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
As soon as it was mentioned, I was like, but it also comes down to time. So, making the time to do it. So if anybody is interested in doing some of that stuff, reach out on our Discord. The link is down below. We do all of our communications, everything, all of our news announcements, everything going on in the Discord. Shoot me a direct message if that's something you're interested in doing, and even if you end up trying and don't like it, it's okay. Like, see if we can get this going. Delegation is key. We're trying to build a community, and if we can, spread the workload out, it's just going to be more stuff. So we are going to be trying to ramp up our YouTube. I've been doing a lot of research on how to grow this channel, and we've kind of been doing it a little backwards. Really successful channels use their YouTube to draw people in with like tutorials, educational videos, instructional things, whatever, fun snippets and highlights, and build the YouTube up and then use that to bring people to Twitch. We've been doing it backwards. Twitch is much harder to organically grow in. So, just going full circle back around to the YouTube thing. So, where was I? Yeah, so with the world building, we are building a system from scratch, all that good stuff. We are looking for more developers. The application is also in the Discord. If you guys want to support the channel, we got some sweet merch, guys. We got coffee mugs, t-shirts, sweatshirts. Now we got mouse pads, stickers, some cool stuff that will support the channel. Also, you guys can subscribe and you get some cool emotes. Last announcement, Halloween. It is a ways off. In the Discord, I mentioned it earlier, was going to run through that real quick. So, I don't know if we're going to pull this off because it's a very ambitious plan. But if you guys are able to take the day off, we're looking at October 30th, trying to do a massive 12-hour stream marathon for the Halloween special. Instead of just doing a one-shot, do a big thing. But it is quite... I'll kind of dive into it. It is quite the plan. So it might not work. But the plan is to have 3 game sets and 3 GMs, DMs, whatever system we're running it in, and then a crew of players, 3 to 5, and those players will play all 3 games. So it'll be quite the marathon. But there'll be lots of breaks. What I'll be doing is I'll be running the stream. So if anybody has the ability to run a game or the desire to, but doesn't have the overlay capacity, I'm going to be taking care of that. But we'll be organized. We'll make a whole itinerary of how it's going to work, people coming in at certain times and stuff like that. But we'll have an introduction thing. I'm going to be looking for 2 co-hosts to be hanging out with me during intermissions to give the players breaks, because it is going to be a very long stint and they're going to be on all of it. So we'll have an intro thing, which I'll handle. And then we'll have game set 1 part 1, which the first DM will run with the players, and then we'll have a break for everybody anyway, and then it'll come back to the part 2, and then the intermission is when the co-host would come on and hang out with me, and we'll, whatever block of time, stall for the DM to get everything ready and the players to come back and all that stuff. So we'll do that 3 times, and then at the end we'll have some kind of outro. So it took a long time to get it all out. But it should be really, really cool. And I think we get some really good moments if everybody can kind of show up and hang out for that when they can. So if you're interested in that, I created a new thread in the Discord called Halloween Special Registration. So you just let me know what you're wanting to do. We'll leave it open for a while and look at who all wants to do what. And if we can get all the positions filled, we'll see, maybe we'll have too many GMs apply, so I'll have to figure out who's going to out of the pool. But so if that sounds like something you want to do, we would love to have you come aboard. All right, is that it for announcements? Anybody got anything else?
You did great, Sean. You did good. You did real good.
No?
I think that's it, though. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get a recap. Connor, what happened 2 weeks ago with episode 67?
So, last time in episode 67, we had just been introduced to the horror that is Curse's cursed item, opening a literal pit to hell, which can do pretty much what it sounds like. We used it on our Duragar enemies, quickly ending the combat, and we...
And I stole their souls.
We don't know that. So while disquieted, we didn't react in abject horror. So we continued on through this dungeon, for our own reasons. We came across another combat which we were able to take care of, after which we were in a rough state, so we decided to take a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
However, turns out the people who had the last watch were our wizards, who decided to take the initiative and go
Literally.
off on their own twosome to take care of the last unexplored route in the cave that we were aware of, handedly destroying the Duragar and their reinforcements and obtaining resources, including a key that we don't quite know what it's for,
Mm-hmm.
as well as completing a ritual that supposedly makes the familiar Wobbles, a red squirrel with an evil personality, transform from immaterial to material. And Gur, as well as Rin, discussed their own sort of philosophies last session about magic and any sort of responsibility one has to the things that they conjure. And eventually, Gur, as agreed, offered Rin to look at his spell book, which was really more an assortment of pages that he had collected from apparently dumpster diving. Despite that, Rin was very eager to add this knowledge to his own collection and was absorbing as much as he possibly could on the way back to the asleep, completely defenseless party. Luckily for them, nothing happened, and we continued further on into the cave, exploring, taking another combat, and finding a great treasure. Not the goggles, but what contained the goggles. A 26-pound chest, which, as you might have guessed, was just well beyond anything Kurtz's mind could have even dreamt of. And that is where we pick up today.
Awesome. Thanks for the recap. All right, that's where we will continue. So let's switch screens here real quick. And Jackie redeemed a health potion for Kurtz, but it is full. So, Jackie, let us know in the chat.
What's with all the Kurtz love?
I'm great.
Yeah, I went back
They like
to 2
sadistic
episodes
evil
ago
doing.
and rechecked everything. So yeah, that's what I was showing as of last week. So Finley,
She
Rin,
says
and
inspiration
Urga.
for Ren.
All right, perfect.
Oh, yay! Thank you.
All right. Hold him on my has favorites.
What did they like you? Just
There's
when I
a
thought I
pecking
was the
order.
favorite.
Kurtz is top.
All right.
Rin is. Awesome. Thanks for the resub,
Well done.
Jackie. By the way.
I'm like Batman, okay?
All right, so this Durgar cave that you guys have been delving into has turned out to be this massive underground area, just adding to the love of caverns that you guys have in this campaign. But originally you guys set down here to try to find the library. And on your way here you guys picked up Gur, who had his own motives. He did get that. He did say he would continue with you guys, but he also did preface it with, if shit hits the fan, I'm out. So, so he did complete his ritual. Urgra was seeing all these will-o-wisps that were indicating all these different areas where she picked up these pieces, and finally found this hidden chest and put the thing on, and the goggles were revealed. Currently, we have Gur, Rin, Kurtz, and Urgra in this secret room that you guys passed through. And we just got some cheers from Ventus. Urga,
Ooh.
find more caves for this
Oh,
party.
poor
Please
Finley.
use the D20 well.
Nice.
Well, Finley, you get everything
Thanks,
next week for the 69.
Yeah.
It all just
That
transfers
should be a
to
rule.
you.
Just
Every
like
day-
stockpiling.
every-
Cheered.
every,
We're full, boys and girls.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Awesome. Well, you guys are nearing the end of this dungeon delve, so those may come in handy. All right, so you guys are searching for the exit as well. You previously did a color orb puzzle, and there was the white hand that was not activated. So that is also something you guys are looking for, thinking you guys had found the exit. Doing a little bit an extra recap because it's been 2 weeks. All right, so Finley, you were on the side. You were behind the door that you guys hadn't unlocked yet, and you casted your
Clairvoyance,
eye.
sir.
Awesome.
Yep.
So
So I
you-
can see or switch to hear, and it lasts for 10 minutes. So while they're off playing with chests and whatever they're doing, periodically I'll switch from sight to hearing, from sight. Like if I don't see anything, I'll switch to hearing, or kind of going back and forth,
Awesome.
just so the DM knows.
So this area that you guys have been delving in was an ancient revenant area that was abandoned, and it was in the now dwarven territories, and that's where you guys picked up the location while you guys were in the Bane area. While going through finding the Durgard presence, you have found them. They have destroyed a lot of stuff. They've kind of set up their own statues. They seem to be taking over this area, kind of disgracing some of the temple remnants that was left. You guys are hoping to be able to find the library in here. Urgra was looking for a book, and there was some other stuff as well. All right, so Finley, as we begin tonight's journey, finally, your clairvoyant eye is going to be down this chamber, and you can hear when you're in your ear mode, you can hear a very muffled and sounds very distant banging noise that seems to be coming from the direction of this very large double door that's at the end of the corridor. It sounds almost like it's got to be very loud, because of how many times it kind of sounds like it's being muffled. That the original sound source has to be very, very, very loud. There are these very large openings in the center of these doors with key slots that are very, very big, which looks like it might be reciprocate to all the keys you guys have been collecting. There is another set of double doors that are up ahead that are barred on the side that you are on. Adjacent is where the rest of the party is.
Okay, so just for clairvoyancy. Sure. So on the other side of the door, I just hear banging, right? Muffled banging. Is that what you said?
I'm sorry, say it again?
Yes, Kyle, that's what you said. Okay,
yes,
great.
Yes, it was. No. Sorry, I was in the chat.
No, you're okay. So I heard muffled banging on the other side of the door.
Just had a
see
coworker
big doors
pop in,
with
so
big
yeah.
ears. Oh, no, you're good.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So I'll just wait for the group to come back. So that's
okay.
While they're doing their fun
All right, so
stuff.
you're gonna keep an eye form, or are you gonna come back to your body in the original position?
Yeah, you can pop me back over. If I'm not seeing anything, I'll just pop back over. But I can keep listening, and that means I can actually walk around too, which is cool.
Yep. All right, so you had seen the party go behind the Durgar
Yeet.
banner. It's hanging on the left. And
Yeet! Yeet!
Try
Let me
again.
in! Yeet!
Need more rounding speed.
There we go. Ah! Oh, there we go. Okay, hey, what? Oh, wow.
There we go.
Okay, there's everybody. Okay.
All right, so as you guys just opened this chest, Urgra, and you revealed those goggles. I don't think you guys have identified or anything on that yet. You guys will see Finley kind of scurrying through the little trap door that you guys all came through really quickly, and I'll go ahead and turn it over to you guys.
Finley, I found the greatest treasure known to mankind.
I look around for an elephant. I don't see any elephants in here.
No.
I thought you already.
I'll
What?
pick up the goggles and just chuck them there and be like, Rin, magic shit.
All right.
And then I'll pick up the chest. Like, it's a 26-pound chest.
Oh!
Finley.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my lantern!
Oh my, okay. I didn't think they made them that big, but just
I'll
when you
take
think they
my
can't get any
25
bigger. Oh,
It comes in
I'll
pints.
take my 25-pound chest off of my back and put it inside of the 26-pound chest. And then close them.
It will
together.
feel like a glove, and it's going to be this deep sense of satisfaction, Kurtz, as you're sliding it in. And this one has kind of this velvety interior. It's a very
Yeah, it
posh 26-pound chest. It's definitely
Yeah.
much higher caliber
And the world
than
explodes.
25. And as you lower your 25-pound chest down, then you can feel just that velvet sliding on the edges of the 25. And you're just like, eyes roll in the back of your head, just like, oh yeah. You close the lid and clasp it, and as you close it, that pendant that Urgra had assembled will kind of turn counterclockwise and pop out, and as it falls to the ground, it'll break into those all those pieces that she had assembled earlier. It doesn't seem like it's broken; it just seems like it disassembled itself when it falls to the ground.
Put it back together.
Okay.
yeah, right. You're gonna want those, or
Yeah, I was
this
going to
is
say, if
all
you just
for
locked
naught.
your chest in your chest,
Yeah.
that'd be
Yeah,
terrible.
I was about
It's
to have
a mimic!
fucking heart attack.
So
Break
you,
it!
You need that key. That's quite crucial.
Yeah.
Keep the key.
You're gonna put it back together and store the key in the chest, and
I'll go
sword in the
glorious-
chest.
Just glorious day.
I'll go
glorious.
over to Gur with the goggles, put them down on this, I'm guessing it's table, and just say, Gur, I noticed you had this in your book. Would you like to do the honors?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you want me to figure out what it is?
Yes, I also noticed that, I mean, you could try out your new bindings, see how you like it.
Yeah, you start flipping through it, not being able to find it right away because it's not just in a pile.
It's no longer the organized chaos.
I
as it was.
organized it for you. No, I organized it. See, it's right here. It's at the beginning. See, it's just right there, alphabetically.
Oh, I always had it
There
at
you
the
are.
bottom of the pile. That's weird. Okay. Then I'll spend 10 minutes ritually casting it.
But it's always the last page you look for because you
Yep.
stop looking. All right, so as you start to identify, it's going to take 10 minutes, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so
11.
as
While
Gur is
you're,
pondering
while you're
upon
doing
these
that-
goggles, go ahead.
Yeah, while you're looking at these googly goggles. All right, so while he's doing that to everyone, just so you know, I did a little bit of hoobly boobly magic myself over there, and on the other side of this door is, well, more doors. I don't really know how else to explain it, but I did see perhaps those as I point to the large Kingdom Heart rings that we have, or whatever they're called, the fucking huge
Keys.
rings.
Mm-hmm.
The keys. I think those might actually be what we're looking for here, this big door. Plus, I also heard some really heavy breathing and panting, of which I was not invited, so I'm guessing maybe it's not fornication. It must be
Was
something
it-
else.
So it wasn't like attractive breathing.
I mean, I've heard people pant before. This was a different kind of panting, I think. Is there any kind of check I can make to make sure it was not fornication, banging, and panting, DM?
It sounded like you're, of course, free to tell them whatever it is that you think you heard. But the
Right.
sounds that you would have heard would sound like something very large, metallic, smashing into something, maybe stone or metal as well.
All
So
right. I
just-
mean, I've heard forges before. Did I hear forgy? Was it forgery?
It'd be too
Forgy
muffled
or-
to get, to
Little
distinguish.
hi-ho.
That is possible.
Hmm.
Yeah, possible.
Fair enough. Okay. Right. So definitely not fornicating, but there was definitely banging of metal. So maybe they're just into different things. Who knows? But it
Let's
was a
go
really
kill 'em.
fuck all big door. So just FYI, that's happening. So just okay. How's Gur doing? It only took them like 2 minutes to do that. So
Almost done. It could be golems fornicating.
Dude,
This would be the first sight I've heard of fornicating golems, I suppose.
yeah, we met one, and it did not have genitalia.
You've met more than one, Kurtz. Yes.
I get hit in the head a lot.
Yes, it was when there was a spinning blade of death,
Oh yeah, that
Oh yeah.
there was that time. There's probably another time.
The
Sure.
Decapicus. Discicus?
Dedicus.
Yeah.
dead all of us.
Yeah, the Dedicus Swirly Whirlicus.
That's the
There you
one.
go. That was in the grung area.
They're cousins. All right. Well, I just thought I should let you all know, and I'm still listening. I haven't heard anything else besides that because I can switch back and forth. I can still listen to it. Nothing else going on. All right.
Nope, same thing.
It'll eventually wane out. I think it'll only last 10 minutes, and he's doing this for 10 minutes, so somewhere in there, it'll eventually fade out. But okay, nothing else new to report. That is all I report is fornicating ?
All right, so while
Sean-
Finley's bouncing back and forth and Gur is examining, it looks like Kurtz and Urga are walking up to a large set of double doors. Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to take a peeky.
you want to take a
Peekaboo.
peeky.
Can
All
we
right.
open them?
No, so as you go to push
No.
on them, it seems that they are barred on
No.
the other side. It might be possible to, to put some shoulder
'em in.
into it or something. Yeah, you're thinking that maybe work, but because you haven't seen
Yeah.
what is holding it together on the other side, but it definitely feels like it opens outward and it is barricaded on the other
Finley
side.
said that the keys fit the other doors, right?
I did.
Well, I think you mean the door further into the room.
No.
Finley, when you used your spell, could you see that this door was blocked in any specific way?
It was a little hard to see just because I could only when I cast the eye edge, I couldn't actually see, so a little hard to see. I only saw the really good look at the big fuck all door, but as I kind of use my mind's eye here and position things, I mean, it looks like that could be the one other hallway there that it connected to. I didn't see anything in the hallway in terms of like creatures or anything like that, but
But when you cast the spell before, you were facing a door like over here, right?
Sure, I will use minor illusion to see. Here's the hallway like this, and then off to the side, and here's the big fuck all door, and that's the thing where I heard the fornicating sounds, not fornicating sounds.
So the locked door that because you're standing on this side, then you do your thing into the room. Did you ever turn around and see if the other door that you were standing on the other side of was locked?
So I walk over to Urgra, and now I actually stand in front of her now. So now the minor illusion is literally from where my POV was. Like, okay, so here's the hall, here's the door, right? And then there's a hallway with the door here, and then the other two doors there. And I think we're here, and I'll ping it like a
like a ripple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be staring at this door.
I understand that, Finley, but I'm asking if there's another door to the south of the room next to us that we could possibly get into.
You mean like over here? And I'll ping over on the other side. There looked like there might have been a door over on that side, but I don't know if necessarily. Maybe there was a room, like kind of like the one we're in right now.
Sure.
Oh, let's go look, and I'm gonna run out the door.
After now it's been 10 minutes.
Sure. All right.
Having
So
to deal with that.
as Finley starts to tuck down to sneak through the trapdoor where you guys came through into the secret passageway, Gur, your identify magic will complete, and I will show.
That's mine. I call dibs.
Show to players. Check out
Yeah,
your
pretty sure
journals.
Urgra has first op since her Will-O-Wisp led us to it.
Oh, that's
All
pretty
right.
cool.
Glasses.
Must have the blue eyes. Meh.
Glasses
That might
of
do
the
it.
Grand Sage. So these steampunky goggles with all the different color lenses. You've
Oh, that's a
finally
bunch of horse
pegged
shit.
down what it does. So whenever
That's
the wearer,
highest or something.
whenever
Don't worry,
the
Finley.
wearer,
We'll just get a Revenant, pluck out his eyes, and replace yours, and it'll work. We'll get it to work.
so whenever the wearer is looking at written text or document, no matter the language, there is some DM discretion with that. They are capable of reading it. Passive comprehend languages, but visual only. Additionally, the glasses have six charges, and you'll kind of figure out that it's based on knocking down the little different colored side lenses. You can spend one charge to gain the ability to detect magic. Concentration is required. You can spend 3 charges to cast Identify on an object you are looking at. 6 charges, you can ask a question. The Grand Sage. I totally fucked up that verbiage.
Yeah.
Anything you are looking at, the Grand Sage will answer back within a timely manner with the closest answer it can come up with according to the archived available lore within
pretty cool.
the library. The glasses regain charges once a day, either 1 charge at dawn or refills fully when praying at a shrine to Alashar. Prerequisite to use item, you must have Revenant blue eyes.
Now, notice it does not say requires attunement, Urgra.
It does not.
So you can wear it over top of your fucking blindfold?
She can just
That's
put it
a
on whenever she
fucking-
wants,
That's
anytime.
weird.
Any questions on the item that you just identified, Gur?
See, I could actually make one of these. I don't see how I'm going to make one of those fuckers.
Tell you what, side note, I don't know if they're going to do it this year because of everything going on, but the best time to get cool shit like that is the day after Halloween. I have a pair down here somewhere.
I have a
Looks
pair
exactly
of steampunk
like
goggles that are similar but not exact.
Yep. Best time to go. Anyway, just FYI. All right, anyway.
For next year's Gen Con.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
So,
That'd be cool.
so do Urgra's eyes look purple when we look through the red lens when she's got them on?
Did she put them on?
Oh, we haven't gotten that far. I don't even know what they are yet.
I will.
Oh, we're
inform
telling you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I
Gur, are you being honest? Are you being nice?
I am being honest. I am
Okay.
looking at those goggles though, and then my goggles, and wondering if I could try and upgrade my goggles sometime.
Okay, so these things are supposed to help me, let me read, even though I can't. Look at magic and identify it. See what enchantments I'm looking at. Or apparently go tap into some well of knowledge that apparently will give me an answer to a question I asked.
Well, that's a curious question, actually. I'm going to write on a little scrap sheet of paper in Elvish, "My name is Urgra," and I'm going to hold it up to her when she puts on the goggles and say, "Maybe can you read? Does this translate it for you? Does it magically somehow tell you the language?"
Oh, okay.
Oh, they look good.
Can she read it?
Yeah, so Urger, as you adjust the metallic strap on the back of the leather pieces and you finally get it in, it'll take you a
Get my
second
weave
to,
out of the way.
I don't think you've probably have never worn any kind of focal lenses before. So it'll be kind
Nope.
of off-putting at first when you put it on. But as you look at the piece of paper that Rin is holding up, you can comprehend exactly what it says. You've never been able to read before, but you somehow have the ability to know what it says.
So much easier than teaching. Anyway.
So my name is Urgra.
Oh, this is excellent. By the way, while I'm doing this, I'm staring straight to see if her eyes turn, if they're purple from the red tinted lenses, and if they look goofy big because of the amount of.
Oh, I love it.
They might
Wasn't
be.
planning on it. Yes, rule of cool. Yes, her eyes are like.
Wink.
Yes, they'll have a definite
An
red
intense
tint to it. Yes.
Amazing.
All right, great, excellent. Urgra, you look wonderful. Those are stunning. They look.
Yeah, you
really
look good. They look really
Okay.
good.
They
and you
seem
can
to have been
read.
made for you and you alone.
You can
Mhm.
make a mirror, right, Ren? Can you whip one up really quick?
Conjuring mirror. It's a little glowy, but there you go.
I have a real mirror if you need to look at it.
Why do you have a real mirror?
Reflect light.
Reflect
Oh.
light.
Urgra grabs the real mirror.
But
From the silver mirror.
but you've done what I can do. Why can't you just
Rin, you've
conjure it?
been
Why would you
replaced,
carry
my
it?
man.
Well, what if somebody else needs to reflect the light?
That you just hand them the conjured mirror like so, and I hand it to Gur.
Well, what if we need more than one?
Seeing the
Why
two
would you need
wizards
more than
talking,
one?
Finley's gonna just start to leave
never
the
know.
room.
Sure.
Let them keep. I'll let them
I-
keep going. You guys keep going.
I'm sure a polished surface will do just fine if it's only light reflection.
I attack the door.
Why I have chalk and empty bottles and nails and a hammer?
All right,
Well,
give me
understandably
a
for some
strength
of
or
those, yes.
athletics check. Are you doing like a running charge into it, or just using your weapon to smash into it?
I rolled a 28 to try and
Oh,
just
so you're doing a
smash
weapon
it
attack.
with my hammer.
All right, give me
Kenobi!
some weapon damage with your Kenobi.
Oh my god. Let me knock louder. Can you hear me?
All right, so Finley, as you are crawling through the thing, you finally get to the other room. You're going to hear a loud crash echoing from the door behind you. Somewhat similar to the sounds you heard before, but this time it's much louder. But Kurtz, as you take your maul and you smash into this massive double door, you are going to bust a maul-shaped kind of outward flexing hole that you can somewhat see into the area in front of you. The doors are still closed, but I'll go ahead and remove the dynamic
Good thing
lighting
I
so you
get,
can see.
2 attacks.
Yeah, go ahead and attack again.
Does 17 hit a door?
Yes. I was just pretty much seeing if you like botched it. Yeah, give me some damage. All right. So as you hit in the same spot again, or are you going
Yep,
for another?
I'm going right for the middle where the beam barring it closed would be.
All right. So as you smash again, Finley, you'll hear another loud bash noise echoing behind the door, and you now have a hole slightly bigger than the size of your gauntlet. And you can see the metal barricade bars across on the backside.
Oh, hey guys. Wait, hold on. Rin, you do magic hand thing, right?
Do you specify?
Like when you pick shit up with your head.
That's
Or is that
nonsense.
Finley?
What are you talking about?
Finley,
Ghostly hand thing that you can
Hey,
move
mage
things
hand.
with from away the way.
Oh, yes. Mage's hand, yes.
can you know that you can see the bar? Can you pick it up? Because I want to go in there and kill stuff.
Well, if the bar is less than 10 pounds, I suppose.
It does not look like it's less than 10 pounds. This is a very
All right, I'll look at it and go,
heavy
oh,
duty
no,
metal bar.
Kurtz. That is quite beyond 10. Can I see into the other room?
Yeah, you can see through the hole. Yep.
All right, does it look fine and safe and all that?
Yeah, it looks cleared from what you can tell. Yeah.
I mean, the best I could cast a servant through to the other side.
Yeah.
All right, well, just give me 10 minutes.
Oh, God damn.
Yep.
So while that's happening,
Sure.
I go back around to the main room since there's a hidden door on this side, and there's a door, and I know there's a door and a door and a door with the other door. I go back and see if there's a hidden door over on this side to go through.
Awesome. All right, so Finley, as your little halfling body scurries across this little room, and you come up to the other purple Durgar banner, just knowing you're going to see another hidden door and get to run back to the rest of your party and tell them of this grand area that you opened up. And as you slide the curtain back, it is just a normal stone wall.
Well, that sucks. Interesting.
Burger's gonna put back on the goggles and activate a charge to use detect magic and just start looking around and wandering.
That's
Okay. Interesting. What's the range?
I have one of
on
those.
that?
I pull the
30
rugs.
feet.
I pull the tapestry to the side. Aha! Oh,
Darn,
son of a bitch.
Urgra. Darn.
I found you.
I think he was hoping for you to ask the Grand Sage a question in the next room because, oh boy.
Okay. So
That is a big.
the only thing you would pick up on that has a magical essence to it is going to be the large set of double doors that's across, like not the ones you guys are breaking, but the other one. There seems to be, like some protection magic that's keeping it from.
Urgra will go back into the hallway while we're waiting for 10 minutes and look to see just wander around the hallway, see if anything else lights up.
Okay.
I would like to prepare an action to shoot Sacred Flame if an enemy appears within my sight.
Okay. Done.
How high up is that bar on the other side of the door?
About 5 feet off the ground.
With
The
my
little stubby Durga arms trying to reach it.
5 foot long, 5 foot long arms, could I reach out and just pull it out?
Yeah. Give me a strength check to see if you can.
Are you fucking Slender Man?
Bugbears have an extra reach. They can.
He's like a
their
Wookiee.
attacks. Yeah.
That's creepy. I don't like that.
And
Strength
lift
check
a lot.
or
Yeah.
athletic check.
Either one.
You're like this gangly fucking Sasquatch looking motherfucker.
Oh.
Woo!
All right.
Woo!
All right,
Well.
so it's time for your bugbearness to shine. You just reach through that. You just bust your your furry arm through it, and you just pick it up, and you just, one quick motion, just yeet the metal bar, and you guys can hear it clanging on the ground as it falls, and the doors kind of slightly give way. They release slightly, and able to open.
Oh, well
A
done.
charge.
Kurtz, why didn't
You
you just
stealth
do
charge?
that before? If you could...
No, yeah, stealth charge. Sorry, Rin, can't talk. Stealth charge.
The arms behind him as he runs.
Clank, 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 clank.
Maybe Kurtz's arms were too short.
I
Oh,
honestly did.
could he not reach it? Oh, I see.
I thought it was like a metal bar pushed through like the door handles kind of thing. Like an actual barricade.
Like a thread.
Just a
Yeah.
thingy.
Whatever.
Well, I walk back to the group.
Yeah.
I can't get any farther. God damn it, this map. Let me through. Let me through. Ah! There we go.
Well, I guess I don't need the servant.
Nope. Keep
the book.
keep doing that. We might need them anyway.
Open the book. Right, so doing it.
Okay.
All right, so here's what I was talking about, right? You got the big fuck all doors where all the keys go or something. Yeah, here we are. Are we feeling this is the library, right? I mean, this is what we came down here for. This is on the other side of these doors lies ancient knowledge is long forgotten, and we're gonna steal it all, right? Like, as I start to get epic, I go, we're gonna steal it all, right? So we're gonna take everything in here. Like, that's the idea.
I just want to see a tree again.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Do we still hear the banging now that we're
I
closer
missed the
to
flora
door?
and fauna of the of the surface.
I missed the wind on my face.
I did. I
The
did try to
taste
make
of
grass.
bread.
I did try to make grass in the other room.
Yeah,
It's
there you got a little grass.
taste of home. Do we still hear the banging at all on this side?
You
is
do.
it-
Yes, you do. Urgra, so you are on the back side of the other one. So,
I would have joined to back up with them, but we just can't. We're stuck in the snap.
okay, you would have noticed another keyhole in this one, but since you already found a bypass, you can just skip it.
Wah, wah.
It's over here.
All right,
do
so
we
keys.
wanna-
Out of play.
Okay, cool.
Do we want to wait for Ren to finish his unseen servant, and then we can deal with opening the gates of hell?
How much longer do you need, Rin?
How long has it been?
5
Yeah.
minutes, I guess.
5 more
Okay.
minutes.
It's been
Alright.
enough.
I mean, we can fast track too if you want. Yeah.
How many keyholes do we see?
You see one.
No.
All right.
And Urgra, since you did notice the one before, the teeth pattern for these massive rings that you guys have been collecting wasn't really noteworthy at the time, but there is a slightly different shape to the tooth pattern, and not just the cuts, but also like the angle of which it comes off of the central rod of the key. So this one does look different to the first one that you saw, implying that they have unique keys, and you guys will very easily just passive intelligence be able to realize that the keys that you have will probably fit.
Yeah, Kurtz, can I see those keys that we've been carrying around?
How many keys do we have?
Rin has them in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
4?
I do.
We have 4?
No, we have a fuck ton. We have like 6.
You have 4.
4.
We have 4?
Okay.
I don't fucking know.
I'll take a look at the key. I'll take a look at the lock, and since I'm proficient with these tools, I'll just go through the keys and start looking to see which one's the best match.
Okay, yeah, it's very apparent, like the one with the piece going off this way and, and the jet's back. Very distinct from the other ones. Lift it up and you slide this massive metallic key into there and you wrench it there. You're going to turn it?
I'm looking at Rin. We good?
Almost. End up. There he is. That you can't see him.
All right, ready in action to murder.
And I accompany Gur to the back.
The only thing before we go in here, do you guys want me to take a little peek-see, or do we just gotta go for the surprise notion here? Because I could take a little bit of a look-see.
Our blitzkrieg tactic has worked pretty well for us so far.
I'm just going to tell my unseen servant to hold a coin so I know where he is. So I'll give him a little faint glowing coin. Actually, candlestick. I'll give him a candlestick. So he's holding a glowing candlestick.
Oh, so it's lit? Okay.
The whole thing's dimly. It's not like a lit candle. It's a candlestick.
No, it's a spotlight, Rin, and they all know you're here.
It's a teeny dim thing. I mean, sure.
I'll remember that next time. Never mind, go ahead.
Last thing, as the key is going in and we're like getting ready, is the banging still happening or has it stopped?
No, it is still continuing on.
All right.
What's the worst that could be behind this door, honestly?
A library, hopefully. That's what we're here for. I still don't know what the banging could be. Perhaps we'll find out, I guess, as I creep behind this little corner a little bit more.
Urgra tries to turn the key as quietly as possible.
All right, so as Urgra, even though she's trying to be quiet, the final give is going to give a loud mechanical noise. Not like super loud, but it's going to be very definitely audible.
A clunk.
And it will release, and the doors will open in towards you guys there. As you open the door,
Let's get a little peek around the corner.
the epic library in front of you.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, let's do this.
I see
again.
more doors.
I checked for traps.
Okay,
And Urgra is also looking for traps.
awesome. All right,
I will
you guys
use-
can either independently do it, or one of you can assist the other.
I got pretty good perception.
We'll do it separately. It's fine.
Worst case scenario, I could just point my wand at it and just have a go.
Another mammoth appears.
Just point it right at that door.
Can I use my passive, Sean?
Well, you did. Yes, I will allow it.
17.
All right. So, Kurtz, as you look in there very carefully, Urgra, it's gonna look pretty standard. You'll probably maybe distracted with the next door that's coming on, maybe looking up. But Kurtz, something down low is going to catch your eye. You're going to see these mechanical hinges that are on both the right and the left side of where the floor meets the walls. Along there, there's going to be these large reinforced bolted hinges that are somewhat disguised, but you were able to see them. And during your time with your legion and setting up traps, you very quickly assess that there is a false floor.
Classic pitfall.
Urgra's just walking on the
I
wall.
will warn everyone.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, the
BT
floor
dubs.
will most likely give way to a horrible death.
Can you see, now that Urgra's been warned, can she see like how far these hinges go? Is it the entire room, or is it just like a one section?
Yeah, it seems like the entire floor would collapse.
Oh, good. Urgra's walking on the wall.
And there's going
This
to be another door just like the one that you came into, and there's another unique key shape hole.
Urgra takes a peek with her thieves' tools knowledge. She will walk back. Okay, let me look at the keys again.
And for clarification, you were walking on the wall. What do
Yeah.
you got, just in case we got anybody new here, how were you able to do that?
Boots are the spider climbing.
Perfect. All right.
The boots at the spider climbing.
All right, so after assessing
boots?
this
Boots.
third unique keyhole, you can very easily identify
Yeah,
which
you
one to
do.
grab, and you can take it from your party member.
All right, and then I will kind of crouch on the next door, put it in, and is the bang still happening? Still pretty loud?
It's getting louder as you guys are passing through each of these doors. They are very, very thick metallic doors, so the noise is increasing in volume, but it also seems like the frequency is picking up. Before it was maybe like 20-25 seconds in between each. Now it's the frequency is increasing.
That's really slow. I was expecting faster, but okay.
Are you
Uh,
vibrating?
Urgra's gonna turn the key to open the door,
All right.
and her magic sight is still on. We have another door, folks. Okay.
Oh, I know. Okay. And
Just-
another tour. And another.
Here's the
Okay.
key.
Is
She will.
there like a landing or like section of the floor that is not the same material as section of the floor past the door?
So this center door section that Urga just opened up, at that point in this next area, there are no longer hinges
Okay.
on the ground.
Urgra will go ahead and do a perception check on this particular area to see if there's any other sort of trap.
Okay.
I'm just going to stand over here.
Perception. Be better. Nope.
First.
All right. This room looks pretty clear. Maybe it
Yep.
was the first room coming into it. That was more than enough of a trap.
Urgra walks back, gets a key, back along wall, squats on the door, uses her legs and twists.
Look
Probably just
over at
walks
Kurt.
around the keyhole.
Look over at Kurt's. Urker's doing a really good job here. This
I'm
is
just
like,
gonna be sitting on a boulder
Yeah.
smoking my pipe. Like, yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
waiting for
no,
her
this
to
is
finish,
great. This
honestly.
is like her moment here. Just
All right,
unlocking
before-
doors and stuff.
Anybody moves.
Yeah.
All right, Urgra. So as you cheek, click, and you open this last set of doors, it will open up to the library. You can see these bookshelves everywhere, but your attention will only be on those for just a split moment as you look into this chamber, which is much larger than the entry point that you just came in. You're going to see another massive Durgar, but this one's going to be wearing much bigger armor plates than the ones before. His muscles are definitely bigger. There's a lot less hair. The beard and stuff is going to be just patches all over his face. His whole entire head is just going to be scars just all across it. This guy's definitely seen some battle. Just behind him, you can see the foundation of a shrine, and you can very quickly identify it as one of the three sisters. It is Alishar. It is a statue of her, and it has a very faint blue magical glow to it, and her arms are out, and there's it's posed up, but this whole structure underneath, this massive Durgar, is just smashing away. You can see these just pieces of the shrine is just all broken up, but as these double doors swing open and you're just standing right where where the thing was, he is going to turn and see you, and I need you to roll initiative.
Nice.
And oops, before you do that, I need to remove turns. It was not cleared out from last game.
How dare you, Sean? How dare you?
All right, so we are going to do.
There we go.
Nice, Urgra.
Little ranger advantage.
Are we all rolling a initiative? I thought it was just Urgra.
It's just Urga for the first turn, and then because you guys are a ways away, that way it can kind of simulate the reaction time.
Sure.
But yeah, you guys can go ahead and jump in now, just so you're in the initiative order.
Woohoo!
So it's out of the way. But all of you guys, well, surprise action, I guess,
Finley.
or surprise round. All
Something
right.
like that, Sean. Something like that. Yeah, right. It's just a prize round. Yeah, right. Okay.
All right, so Urgra, you can see these rows of these bookshelves that are all around, and then some other groupings in the center. But yeah, other than that, it's just going to be this big chamber. So this guy is turning, and he's noticing you, and he does not look pleased with your presence. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
So I'm looking at this, and it looks like he was trying to destroy the central altar place.
Yes. It doesn't look like he's attacked the statue at the moment. That looks untouched, but the whole area around it that's supporting it has been completely just mashed up.
Mm-hmm. Urgra's gonna. She's got movement. She is going to move forward a little bit to assess the situation. I don't think she sees anyone else. She's like, "Oh, just you? Ah, hate to break it to you, but all your friends are dead. We killed them." Then she's gonna run.
Okay.
So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. She will bonus action dash, which
Okay.
again as a ranger. Wait, she has an action. What did I use for an action? I didn't use anything for my action. For my action, I'm going to go ahead and do not Slayer's Prey. It is, what's it called? Hunter's Sense. So if he has any damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, I would like to know what they are.
All right. So of this big guy, damage resistances would be fire. Immunities would be poison.
Okay. And I assume he has magic resistance as well.
Yes. Yeah, the Durgar resilience, yeah.
Yeah. So then Urgra just running through. I left all these doors open, I imagine. So she's just going to come running, trucking back. Okay, big guy. Don't use fire. Don't use poison. Also, he's good at spell resistance. And she will take her dash 5, 10, 15, 20. And kind of hang out right here. She'll probably be on the door frame as opposed to blocking anyone. And she will just turn around and just give the guy the finger.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
And get her bow up. And that's her turn.
Okay.
Oh, I see more than one. That's a shame.
Well, what?
I see more than one Durgar token.
Okay.
You need
so,
to order? Yes.
You will hear some in undercom, and obviously you guys have heard it before. Just some deep growls as he starts screaming out, and the pounding on the ground is going to start to just as he's just starting to completely destroy this as you're starting to retreat back. The rest of you will go ahead and go back to the top of the initiative order. You guys are going to see Urgra come running across the walls of this narrow corridor. She's warning you guys of this, guys. You guys hear the brutal smashing of the crashing of its massive metallic weapon breaking all the stone. Urgra, it is your turn once again. What would you like to do?
Wow. So apparently these guys aren't really group motivated. So I didn't see any traps in the second room, so just try and jump, I guess. And so then Urgra will go 5, 10, 15, come on, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And hold on.
5. Yeah.
Can you look for a disabling mechanism? Like a lever to pull to disable the trapdoor?
As he shouts that, I'll look around in this doorway. Is there anything that seems like a lever?
Nope, you don't see anything.
No. Okay. Nope.
On your own.
Best of luck.
Rip Urgra. No.
Urgra will, after she gets into this room, she'll go down onto this floor over here. Does anything happen?
It does not.
Okay.
It's just standard, yep.
She does a little jump. Okay, here seems fine. And she'll turn around, pull out her bow. She will bonus action Slayer's Prey this guy right here.
Okay.
So he is prayed. And then she will take some shots.
All right, let's get some attacks.
Let's go with Radiant. These guys don't like light, probably. Well
then.
That's it for your turn. All right.
Okay.
So as you're kind of jumping, maybe go too hastily and you kind of shoot short. All right. So then we will go to Finley. As you can see, Urgra just completely botched an arrow shot, but you are back at the first entryway. Finley, what would you like to do? As you can see her posing up to maybe shoot another arrow or something.
All right. Finley will do some stuff. I'm gonna look over at Kurtz. Kurtz, this is your time. take them down. Do what you do best. I'll give him a bardic inspiration as my bonus action, and
I was
then
wondering where we were going with that.
That's not coming.
just do your best.
Kurtz
And
will leave
then,
that for the
as
jump.
my action, I will go ahead and cast Greater Invisibility on myself. Ooh,
Awesome.
that's
All
my
right.
turn.
So you guys will see Finley, Bamf, out of.
We're all, I say that I was like, we're all counting on you. Gone. Oh God.
All right,
Help us,
so
Kurt
Finley, you
Splaskin, your
go
only hope.
invisible with greater invisibility. All right. Then we go to Kurt's Glaskin.
Okay,
There's a heart on you. What is that for? Oh, that's the
That's
bardic
my
inspiration.
Inspiration.
so I'm gonna back
Oh,
up.
it's a heart.
Back up to 10, or yeah, back up 10, and then run forward another 10, jump, which will get me 21 feet.
Yep. So this will be
where-
5, 10, 15, 20.
there's
It'll be
4.
20 feet. Yeah, there's 4 tiles across the ground.
I'll basically be in the doorway. I think
Oh.
the meshing doesn't add up. So, and then I have another 10 feet as well, right?
If you
Technically,
dash, yeah.
technically,
Hold on.
from the rules of jumping, you use your movement feet to jump
To
distance.
do the distance.
But he's
yeah.
already
But if you
Yeah.
dash, you will get
Oh,
your
my
extra.
movement. Yeah, my movement is the jump. Cool, that works. And then I'm how far from this guy?
Ways.
I'm gonna pull out my longbow.
All right, so as you
Oh.
touch down, Kurtz, you're not going to fall in, but your foot will kind of hit. You barely made it over. Your foot will kind of hit the thing, and you guys will hear a loud crash of the floor as you see it kind of swinging out as it comes down and opening up this enormous pit, which you can't even see the bottom of. But yeah, go
Oh.
ahead, Kurtz.
Goody.
Alright,
Great.
so I'm gonna pull out my longbow and take a shot.
Good start.
That's why I use the hammer, boys.
Sure.
And then as a free action, I'm gonna pop my sister stone.
Okay. All right, let's get a percentile die. And go ahead and get 1 sanctification point from it as you activate it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It was
And
low.
if this was 40k, I'd be.
Yeah, you roll low. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we go to Gur. So you see 2 archers in the hallway just totally botching their shots at the sight of this enormous Duragar who is just smashing away at this. Well, I don't know if you can see that far in. But what would you like to do?
I'll move here, and can I see anything in a line of sight along here?
Let's do some measuring. What do you see with your token?
Not, and I can't even see her with my token.
Yeah.
But I would have way beyond that range. I'd have like 240 range on my spells. So.
All right, yeah, let me increase your...
200.
Do you have-
vision.
Do you have
Wait.
dark vision though?
No, I do not have dark vision.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's no
dark.
light source.
Yep.
There's the only light source is me.
Well, there's
Yeah,
a little
check.
candle that the unseen servant
It's not
has.
lit.
It ain't lit, but
This
it's glowing.
light of mine.
It's a glow stick. It's a little glow stick, is what it is.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one with a light source.
How far out does your light go?
It's just a lantern, so I think it's what?
2020.
2020. Yeah.
So 40.
This
Is there
light
anything
with
there?
me.
There is
I'm
not.
gonna help her see.
Okay. Then I will do the same thing as Kurt's and attempt to run and jump.
All right.
What? Oh, can't you just misty it?
I could attempt to, but if I fail, then I'll misty it.
Oh, that's what you say. Okay.
Because you're falling.
Say that ahead of time,
athletics.
just to be sure.
I like how wizards are having conversation about what spells are using in
On the
middle of
proper
combat.
usage
Why
of
don't
a
you just
spell.
misty step?
These
I'll do it if I
are why.
fall. But okay.
Gur, would you
Meanwhile,
like to
me
use
and Urger are
the Misty
panic
Step?
firing
Or
arrows.
would
I
you
would
like
like to use my Misty
plummet?
Step.
Okay.
You shouldn't have to do an athletics to make the jump.
No.
No, it's
yeah,
based
so-
off your strengths
yeah.
modifier.
Oh,
Oh god,
you
what
use
is
your
your
modifier is
strength?
2.
If you take 10
Ah.
meters, if you take 10 feet to get a run up, you can
Yeah.
jump up to your strength score.
Not the
is-
modifier, the actual score.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
The
actual
actual
score.
score is 14 feet.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still not enough
That's
to
not
cross.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no.
why he would need it. And athletics would help you push that extra distance, but
Yeah. No.
Oh, I gotcha.
I attempt
Okay.
to jump out. I get like barely halfway across, and I'll just the last of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just look over like as he's falling. Well, that solves that problem. And then he just poofs next to me. Oh shit!
Damn it!
Damn it!
I mean, oh
Witchcraft.
man.
As you see, Wobbles is hanging on like.
Oh, hello there, Kurt.
Oh, thank
Good to see you
goodness.
again.
I mean, he is much taller than you.
Yeah,
All right. Anything else for Gur?
like 7'5". That's fine. Yeah, no.
You don't want to get closer?
Good. I think I'm good.
No, man, come on. I'm
Oh,
gonna
that was
rush
a
him.
bonus action, though.
Yeah, you do have a.
I will throw my dagger at the big guy in the front.
All right.
It's gonna be long range for you.
All right.
So
So you
just
will hit him, but
disadvantage?
it is just going to
I-
downce off the
He has
massive plates
Yeah.
of armor that is
Wouldn't
on his
matter
back.
anyways.
So you guys hear a little ricochet of the dagger as it just goes around, and you can kind of hear him. Just
Pay the fuck
going.
attention to us.
Okay, then we go to our resident wizard.
Okay, Rin just feels like there's going to be some shit that's going to make them fall backwards into the pit, so he's getting ready for that.
All right.
Rubber
He's
shield.
the first thing he's going to do. He's going to step in there so he can at least get a good sight of things. Second, he's going to command the servant to jump into the pit so he can watch it go down to see how deep it is.
All
You
right.
Just drop the candle.
No, I want him to hold on to it. Just-
Nope, he's committed to this
he
now.
can't. The unseen servant can't make it across. What's the point? Just
All right.
Can't they,
So
can't they float?
you guys will see. You guys will see a little candle bobbing, and it just falls.
There you go. Thank
falls,
you.
Falls.
Down you go.
Falls, and eventually it's going to be out of visual distance, and
That's-
within the
ooh,
6
that's-
Oh, it's one of
seconds,
those-
you're not
it's one
going
of
to
those
hear.
bits.
You're not going to hear
Ren.
the candle hit the ground in 6 seconds.
Ren, you're gonna hear next to you. Finley's gonna go, "Oh, that was a smart idea. Drop the candle down the hole to see how far it is. Good thinking, Ren."
Yes, I know, and I'm fearful that anyone might also. Where are you, Finley? By the way.
You
No,
hear
no, right
echoing
here.
coming up from the "As you wish." No, I was kidding.
look,
They
it can
don't
talk.
talk, but yeah, I was just kidding.
Okay, Rin's going to. He's going to hold his action. It doesn't technically cost him anything, but he's going to get ready by basically looking to, just in case at the last second, see if he needs to help anyone if they start to fall into the pit.
All right.
So it could be he'd probably focus on the benign transposition to swap places with someone if
Okay,
they happen to
thank
get into
you.
pit distance.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
Come at me, bro.
All right. So yeah, his turn will be continuing to smash away, and you guys can see just these large chunks of it starting to whittle away, and it's getting closer and closer to the base of the statue as he is just wailing away. All right, we go back to Urgra.
Just ignore it for 2 entire rounds.
Yep.
Right? What
She,
a dick.
5, 10, 15, she'll run up the wall, 20, 25, 30, and 35 or so here. And she's going to start letting loose on this guy, starting off with a bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Now she's going to, if I actually manage to hit, it's going to hurt. So longbow, 2 shots. Radiant.
Ooh, good hit.
Oh, I didn't move him. He'd be up there.
Ugh.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope 28 hits, right? Give me
No.
that.
Ooh, yes, it
He's
does.
basically a Trask.
I think that would hit a Trask, or are they 30?
They might be 30.
Has anyone ever fought a
Uh,
Trask?
What is this?
Yep.
Nice.
3.5.
That's not. Ignore that. That's hex is weird. I'm just trying to roll a d6.
You crit 20 on a hex.
That's
yeah.
nuts.
Oh no,
So-
Trask only has 25. You totally hit it.
So that's 7. The 9 is 16, but I get a +2 because. Oh no, that's for hex, not Hunter's Mark. So yeah, it's just 16 radiant damage.
Okay. All right. So as you step forward, and your first shot is going to ricochet off the plate. The second one is going to sink into him, and he's not even going to flinch. He's just going to, he definitely seems to be purposed on destroying this shrine. But
I see friends.
that should be normal, not advantage. So the first one's going to be 8, so it's going to miss. 16. All right, so 2 javelins are going to come flying over the bookshelf from this orientation over here. What is your AC?
My AC, that's actually wrong. It should be 17, because I'm not using my shield.
No, it's
Awesome. All right, but yeah, they're not going to hit, so they'll just come flying over and kind of maybe stick into the bookcase and kind of skewer through some of these books. As you can hear some grunting from the Durgars. As a smaller Durgar, you can't see them as they kind of as they throw them and they just hit the bookcase right next to you. All right, anything else for your turn?
You got smaller ones on the left, and that's your turn.
That would have been your right. Northeast is where they came from.
I thought they came. Oh, there's over. I can't see those.
Yep.
So you can only see these guys.
Yep.
But yeah, they came over
the other direction. Yep.
Okay. Wait, they're coming at what? 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock.
Okay. All right, and then we go to our invisible halfling bard, Finley Schneidigan.
Urgra, where are you? Where are you at?
I'm in the room, Finley.
Great, thanks. I'm gonna cast Dimension Door right up next to Urgra.
Okay. Teleport yourself to the location. All right, yeah. We'll go ahead and whoop, pop you up there. All right, so right next to you, Urgra, this magical doorway is going to open up. You'll just, not see anybody come through it, but you hear.
Oh, hey! Oh, holy shit! All right, well, let's do this then. And I will go ahead and you'll feel a little tap on your tush and not know where it's coming from. And I will
I'm up in
inspire
the air.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Urgra. And I will run.
I'll take that inspiration, though.
I don't know which way I want to run. I'm gonna run away from Urgra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this a bookshelf here, right?
Yes, sir.
I can't like get on the bookshelf.
Uh,
No, I guess I can. I'll get in front of it. That's fine.
yeah.
Cool. That's my turn. Action bonus action.
All right, and that brings us to Curse Glaskin.
gonna run up here. I'm gonna drop my bow, right there, which is a free action, and yell out to Ren. Ren, he fired bad. Run up, pull out 2 hand axes, and chuck both of them at the big guy.
All right, give me some attacks.
Don't roll a 1.
Nope. As I run away in my head. Nope. Oh,
First
okay.
attack.
All right.
Not even gonna be close.
Second.
Nope.
That is a negative.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So that's
Oh,
action. Is gonna be
Boy.
2, so I can throw 3 per turn, I think. Wow. So that's me.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you know what? Seeing all that happen and seeing the swarms come out, I'm just gonna look around and be like, "Fuck this!" Hand starts glowing with radiant energy. I'm gonna pump a shield of faith into myself.
okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Good.
All right, so you're going to get a +2 bonus to your armor class, which is... Oh, +3, you're correct with the buffs, and then, but that is concentration.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so that will bring your AC to 20. All right, and let's put a little thing on there so I remember something shieldy. Yeah, that's shieldy.
There's
Still over 20 on thing.
I got a 20 AC now, but that's my turn.
Okay. All right, Gur.
Seeing that Kurt's already dropped something on him to make him more magically unkillable, I'm going to, instead of dropping haste on him, drop it on
Don't drop it on me.
All right, so as you cast haste on Urgra, you're going to feel this magical rockstar energy drink surging through your veins. So you're going to get a +2 bonus to AC as well. You have advantage
And you
on
get an
dexterity
extra attack.
saves and an extra attack. That is right.
That's
And then I'm going to
take-
move back.
When you take the attack action, which you've already taken it, so.
Yep.
What was your AC before?
17, so it's up to 19 now.
19 now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and adjust that. All
Lay
right.
into him.
Anything else, Gur?
Nope, I back up. I go back to my original position. Good luck. Get him.
Okay, bye.
All right.
You got this.
You're doing great.
Well, some
Stab him in the
pom-poms.
penis as he runs by Finley.
You can't see Finley.
I don't know.
You
if I
heard
want
him
to.
though, right?
Yeah, actually don't. I'm actually just scrolling over and seeing how many are around you.
I'm also up on the wall.
Just like,
Oh, look at all of them little guys.
How many
Have
is
those
the?
things?
I am darkness for some reason. I can't see anything.
There are 6 little guys.
All right, so these Durgar are going to be coming around the edges of those bookshelves that were in the center of the room or were blocking the sight as they start to come forward. But we got some javelins.
oh no.
All right, so 2 of them already thrown. We'll get 1 more towards Urgra.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, haste, good things for hay.
All right.
Nice.
That means all their
nice.
turns end, right?
No.
Ah.
Good try. Good
That's
try.
adorable.
Shared initiative failure.
All right, and we're going to get 3 javelins towards Kurtz.
Hadouken, Hadouken, Hadouken.
Yeah.
God.
All right, we got 22, a
One.
13, and a 7. So the one that does hit will do...
13 it'll do 12 minus 3 to 9.
Oh, only gets that extra
only the
little bit
first
enlarged.
value, yeah.
Oh.
Yep, so it's 5, and then do your reduction.
2.
And then
Ding,
I have
ding,
to
ding.
do a concentration check.
That's true.
And that is for the shield.
Shield of Faith.
Phew, just make it.
Awesome. Okay, and then we go to Rin.
All right, so now okay, just a couple things before my turn. So number 1, Urgra went into the room. Was anything pinging magical with her detect on before she swapped it to another concentration spell?
I haven't concentrated yet, but I know the statue was magical. I didn't tell you that, though.
No, I know, but I'm just curious if anything else was in case you were going to convey it eventually or anything like that.
All I saw was the statue was glowing mildly. That was
Okay.
it.
And then I would going to say, since now I would have seen the dimension door cast, I wouldn't necessarily see Finley go through it, but I would have seen that,
Sure.
right?
Yep.
Okay, if I'd seen that and then heard maybe a little bit going on, I would have had some assurance that no one's going to fall in the pit, so I'll release my held action from last turn to teleport 30 feet over.
Can you go through the dimension door?
No, this is my own held action.
I know, I was just curious.
Oh,
Because
Technically, no, 'cause he's
Finley
tiny.
is small. He's a small creature.
It
so you
opens
can only
to his
do creatures
size.
of your size.
yeah.
Okay, tracking.
In the boat.
Unless you allow me to do
Unfortunately.
some squatting, and but I don't think it works. that
Do a
way.
barrel roll.
Can you crawl through?
If you're willing to come out prone at the other end.
Yeah. So I would have held my release action and arrived here and gone. All right, let's see. How bad is it? Oh, it looks pretty bad.
It's pretty fucking bad.
Well, Kurtz, I think you're the number 1. You are the number 1, and I will cast haste on Kurtz.
Thank you, God.
Oh wait, nope, I can't. Didn't have it
God
prepared.
damn it!
Sorry, Kurtz.
Yeah.
Not prepared.
Oh, ow.
I'm sorry. It's not
We
prepared.
were so close to greatness.
I know.
We were so close to the ultimate combo.
Just
know.
dangling it. He was tossed it, and then it
combo.
just turned
What did
into
you
smoke in
cast?
his hands.
What did you cast?
I'll
let
just
you
resort.
use haste.
I'll cast blink at least. Default.
There it is.
Oh, there's our
Rin.
favorite Rin.
God damn it!
Goodbye.
As Kurtz just starts swearing at you.
Sorry. I'm here.
It's like, Kurtz, I'm going to do it. I feel the power. So he's like, oh wait, never mind. And it just
You're like
blows out.
waiting for that like
I lose my shit.
magical
I lose
momentum.
my shit.
Where is it?
I'd be smart enough to know not to tell you that because I would have
I
remembered.
just rip
It's
a
been 2
bookshelf
weeks.
off the wall.
You see Red coming up like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, guys. God damn it, dude.
Amazing.
Oh,
I had to pick
man.
Fireball instead of Haste this time. That's not
You know what you would have needed to cast Fireball for if you hadn't left us sleeping and waited an hour to wake us up.
Okay,
I mean, you might
So-
like it right now. This might be a good time for Fireball.
big boss time. So he destroyed more of the shrine base, and it's starting to crumble just underneath the statue as he steps forward, just steps up to it, and he starts cracking straight into the statue. And as it makes contact, Urgra, as you know, you can kind of see a little
Eyes
bit
are
more of
still
what's
up,
going.
yeah.
As cracks into it, you're going to see this kind of repulsory aura of the statue kind of protecting itself, but he's definitely starting to wear it down. But as it comes into it, it's going to, this magical ear-piercing sound is going to echo, and for just a next turn, everyone's next turn, you guys are going to not be able to hear anything.
Except for me, because I'm not there.
Definitely, exactly, except for Rin. So as it crashes into it, and there'll be kind of a half-second delay, and then there's going to be this blast with... You guys aren't going to be able to physically see it, but Ergo, you will be. There's going to be the shockwave of blue, kind of like those clips of like animated supernovas where just that ring just kind of blasts out. That's what you're going to see radiating from the statue, and everyone who's within... So this door forward, I need strength saving throws as this shockwave comes blasting through the room.
I need my inspiration. Okay,
You pass
take
her.
that.
Finley, you're going to fail. Would you like to use your inspiration or keep it for something else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. And then Kurtz.
18.
Oh, you did roll. I'm stupid. Alright, so you pass as well. Alright, so Finley, I need you to roll a flat d20 for me.
3.
Alright, a 3. Awesome. So that is going to be how many squares you get pushed
Yeehaw.
away from the direction
Up
of
to
the statue.
20 squares.
Out. So it is going to push you here. You're going to smash into the bookcase. And so how it's going to work, you're going to take 1/4 of the value rolled, rounded down to a minimum of 1, and it'll be force damage.
1 force.
So one.
1
So
force.
you take 1 force damage as you are pushed into it, and as the shockwave blasts through, a lot of these bookshelves are going to feel the effects of the shockwave, and you're going to see books just getting ripped in half, pieces falling over the bookshelves are getting destroyed, and then I need to do some checks on the Durgar.
Oh, goody.
Well,
They
hot
suffered
diggity dog damn. What the hell?
Don't
Is he
forget,
prone,
guys.
or- Yes.
You guys get a if you're within 10 feet of me, you get a +3 to saving throws.
No one is.
Erkring, you're not?
No. Well,
Yeah, you are.
balls.
Barely.
By the rules.
I'm also up in
Tits.
the air, but
Yeah, but it's a sphere, 10-foot sphere, it's not just flat.
Okay. And let's see, for some flavor, Finley, in front of you, you're gonna see a bunch of books come flying out.
Flav.
All right. All right. So. 3. Oh, I forgot that. Where's that part? Okay. And so we go back to the top to Ergra. All right, so you are going to be deafened for 1 round from the shockwave. What would you like to do?
so it's just this constant whistling in her ear. She will yell out, not knowing any better. Kurtz, you take care of the small ones. I got the big one. And she will run further up the wall. Like, I don't know how tall the ceiling is.
It's pretty high, yeah.
She'll go up a good 20 feet up
Okay.
the wall.
Yeah, you'll be near the ceiling at that point.
She will turn to the boss, and reaching into her corruption, she will cast Hex on him.
Ooh, beautiful.
And she will give him disadvantage on all strength skill checks, which maybe will do something. And she's going to start firing at his big gray butt.
All right, Hex, let's do, I don't know, that one? Sure, why not?
Yeah. Just no more ones, please. 19.
Will not hit.
She will use her bardic inspiration for that.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Come on.
Do it!
Yeah.
22.
Yeah! Yeah!
22 is just enough.
Wow! Wow!
Good to
I'm going to
know.
roll my damage now because it's going to depress me when I miss next turn. Okay, 100
Moderate
more.
damage.
And then Hex. So that's going to be 11 radiant damage and 7 necrotic because I got a +2 for Hex for my corruption.
All right,
Nice.
total of how much?
18 total.
Okay. Nice
Or did
hit.
that translate to you and me just saying magic missile? Magic missile?
Got number 2.
Essentially.
All right, and
Crit!
There we go. There we go. There we go. Now
Now's
we're
the
talking.
time to roll max on them dice.
beautiful.
Now we're talking.
There's also one more
Beautiful.
d6 for that first roll, so take 3 more radiant damage for my Slayer Spray.
Okay. All right. Now do this set.
Now we'll do this then. Longbow!
Come on, come on, come on.
Not quite good. I had 2 more d6s.
Oh.
Great.
Oh,
Don't you get one more being an orc?
Actually, I do get an...
Yeah,
No,
you
it's
get like an
only-
extra damage dice, a half orc.
It's melee only.
Damn it!
Yeah.
All right. Total
They
damage.
really...
11.
That's awful. I actually get 2... Are we going to double the d6s then? 2? So I roll them again, or...
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Why not?
Well, that's what it's supposed to be. Was either
Yeah.
that or double it.
Yep.
More 2s.
Get it!
And a 3.
Oh,
Okay.
11.
God.
That's 8,
16?
13, 16 for a crit.
At level 8.
Well, no, it's just
You,
when I
you rolled a 16 on your first thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Okay, now I will do my haste attack.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that's a BS.
Oh,
Alright.
beautiful. All right, so you're just lining these shots up. You're carefully watching as he's attacking this statue. You find
Good
some
God.
couple gaps in the armor. Not doing very much damage. Doesn't seem like it's sinking very far into his flesh.
Oh.
Wow.
I mean, I'm doing shit. It's just
Yeah. Slow
Okay.
chips. Slow chips. All right. Anything else for Urgra?
that's everything.
All right, Finley, you just got blasted up against the bookshelf. Not quite sure. It happened at the same, like a split second after he hit the statue. And as you crash into it, a lot of books will spill everywhere. You can see a bunch of them just seared, just slashed straight in half. There are some other Durgar that are near. They just threw javelins towards Kurtz, and you can see them kind of brace for the impact of the shockwave that came through the room. They were not pushed anywhere. So you're probably going to be prone from getting tossed. So what would you like to do?
Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Well.
Let's do some zooms. Let's get in here. See what's going on. Don't forget, you guys you're all full on inspiration points and health potion too.
All right. So Finley's invisible.
Dylan looks pissed.
I'm just thinking how to fucking.
Don't forget what the Zoom chats pop up on the stream.
So
Oh,
do we
sorry.
say for hypnotic pattern, like I can tell everyone to close their eyes to do that, or do we have to like wait a turn to do that? Like
You
You
but
could
we're
say
deaf,
it, but everyone's deafened for this round as your ears are ringing.
that's true.
and you would lose invisibility because they're both concentration.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
you
right.
got
that's true,
hit,
too.
so we need a con save.
Yeah, I re-rolled.
He
I rolled a
did.
14.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm invisible.
Oh, we're gonna need that for. Oh, you guys weren't hit, so you're gonna.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're
All right. All right, so over here in these bookshelves and stuff, I'm invisible. I'm gonna reach into my bag, and I'm gonna pull out my mask,
Oh, okay.
and I'm gonna put my mask on.
We're
Oh.
going there.
Beautiful.
It's been a minute.
Let's just do it. And I put it on, which I guess no one can hear anyway, so I'm just laughing to
Sure.
myself.
So the only thing that you hear in your ears is just ringing, but you can still hear the voice of the mad one as you bring it in here. Philly's the time. Yes, it is. As you put it on, what would you like to do after putting the mask
Boy,
on?
it's been a hot minute, hasn't it, friend? All right, so I will stand up, and so it doubles my movement, but half my movement to stand up. So I'm guessing this is just like 25 feet again. I guess. How does that math work?
Technically, yeah.
Sure. Cool. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to lasso the big guy so he stops hitting this fucking statue.
Awesome.
So just tick, 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 tick. I tiptoe
All
through
right.
the Duragar.
Sure.
I
You
tiptoe
wanna-
to the tulips and
Sure. You want to explain your marionette a little bit?
Sure. So when I use my cursed item, which is Mask of the Mad One, I have a very cool very like a fiddly version of the Wonder Woman whip, kind of, sort of, in a weird way. It's a marionette string that comes out and actually ties onto this large Durgar creature, and I'm trying to... There it is, quantum items. Cursed items. This has been a while since I had to click these buttons. The marionette thing, that's actually a passive action too, which is...
Yes, it is.
Crazy.
You take corruption, though.
The wielder doesn't need to don the mask. I put on the thing. The thread starts off as 30 foot long, so I think I'm close enough. And I'm going to entangle a creature.
All right.
Right. I'm going to wrap this guy up, so hopefully he stops fucking hitting this goddamn gosh darn statue.
All right. Beautiful. All right. Shadow.
Do we say that we can see the marionette string, or is it invisible? I always forget.
It's visible. Yeah.
Got it. Cool.
It's gonna be kind of like, because you guys can see the marionette strings on the puppets. So yeah, this one would be visible. It's hard to see, but it's not like invisible. Or
I imagine it's like that Alucard butler string.
Shadow, you mentioned something about break. Did you need to go on one right now, or you're muted?
I was muted. It's fine either way. I was just wondering as we were getting close.
Sure. Cool.
You're good.
All right, Kurt.
So is he restrained?
He is technically. What is the thing of it? It is...
I know we've revamped this thing a few times, so I want to make sure.
Is Spaz still here? Just to clarify, in case I'll go off as it's written, but it says entangled.
That
That
entangled
would be
spell is
restrained,
restrained.
I guess. Yeah.
Restrained, yeah.
So that means I have advantage or auto crit.
Advantage.
Advantage, not auto crit. Yeah.
I'm gonna run up there.
Since no one can hear it, I'm just giggling to
smacking.
myself.
Ooh. Nice.
First hit.
27 will hit.
Good
Okay.
advantage.
Yep. I'm gonna use the disarming attack on that.
And that is strength saving throw, which
DC is
that is not magical, so he wouldn't get advantage on it.
the DC is 16.
Seven.
Okay, so
It was
he's
just 19 to
disarmed.
3.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do damage at the end.
And what did we decide last time? It's
So
gonna be
we
the bonus
said-
action to pick it back up.
It would be a bonus action and an attack of opportunity.
That's right. Okay.
So okay, that was first attack. Second attack,
Nice, it'll hit.
I'm gonna use a goading attack.
Nah.
I just bleed at him.
You are from Montana. You know how to do that well.
Spit on him.
It's your mating call.
Action surge.
It's a Pacific Northwest joke.
Second attack.
All right.
Third attack.
We need wisdom saving throw.
Yes, I need a wisdom saving throw for the goading.
Ooh.
He fails.
Fuck.
So if he
Kurtz,
attacks
have you used-
anything,
Kurtz, have you
I'm
used
gonna-
the
I'm gonna
Bardic
use-
Inspiration?
I'm gonna use the
Okay,
bardic
cool.
inspiration for that attack.
Ooh. Ooh.
21.
No, that misses.
Just
I
shy.
can miss it. Gosh dang it.
Okay. Fourth attack.
Not a shot, though.
There you go.
That will hit.
Ah,
Good
okay.
fucking rolls, my guy.
Okay. So it's gonna be 3 rolls of damage and 2 additional d8s.
Okay.
Fuck.
Welcome to my world.
Don't you re-roll ones and stuff, or is that only on?
Not for that
That's
superiority.
only for my attack damage.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
I don't know
damage?
what they were. There was so many dice rolling, I didn't know which one it was.
Yeah,
I got 49.
49. We'll go with
Yeah.
that. So 49 damage,
Jesus Christ.
and he is goaded and disarmed
Okay. Beautiful.
And restrained.
and restrained.
Yeah. He's just fucked. All right, and we go to Gurr, who's in the corridor. So these guys are putting the hurt down on this guy. There is still all the smaller Durgar. What would you like to do as you were in the corridor making your way forward?
Restrain gives us advantage to hit him.
On any attack rolls, yes. And I think he also has disadvantage on dexterity saves or something like that.
Speed becomes 0. Attack rolls have advantage against him. He has disadvantage, and then dexterity saving throw
All right.
disadvantage. Yeah.
Just gonna try to Eldritch Blast him.
Yeah.
So first one. Did it roll?
So there it is.
This is
And then
peak hours
second-
for roll 20, so it always lags.
Not.
So second one will miss, but the first one will hit.
All right, let's get some Eldritch Blast damage as crackling magic
Ooh.
pops from your fingertips and
That's
blasts
not
into the side
right.
of him.
That is intense.
Seems high for Eldritch
You,
Blast.
you don't get 2d10.
No, you are correct. That's only 1d10.
So we'll take the first value, which is 6.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Why did that double hit?
It's probably basing it off of your level for
I
cantrips.
got excited.
Well, I mean, if he was high enough, then he should obviously get 2. Oh no, it's
Never.
one per. Eldritch
He's
Blast
only
is always
level-
one
yeah,
per.
only
Yeah,
level
that's
5.
right.
Yeah,
So I get 2 attacks, not 2 damage.
right.
Yep.
Because they're
I think it was
separate. Yep.
auto-ing.
Okay. Anything else for Gur?
No, that is it.
All right, Kurtz, right over your head. I mean, this guy's huge. Over your head, this crackling. Well, I guess you wouldn't hear it.
So I smell ozone and
Yeah.
feel my hair stand up.
There
Rule
you
of thumb,
go.
you wouldn't hear it.
Kind of look around for a second, like, what the fuck was that?
Armpit.
Okay, Kurtz. I love
Come at
you.
me.
I'm sorry.
It's all a part.
At least
of
they
the
can't all fit.
plan. It's all a part of the plan.
Yeah, boy.
All right, here we go.
+5.
All right, war pick time.
Ugh.
And these will be with,
+5s.
yeah, plus
Mhm.
5s. So it's
My
gonna
AC is
be
20.
5 of them.
That
Hey.
hits.
16, 8.
16 + 5 is 21.
Yeah, it's 21. Yes, first one will hit. Miss. The crit
I'm
will
immune to
hit.
crits.
Oh, good bless, yes.
Good bullshit,
And-
yes.
So being immune to crit would just make it a normal hit then, right?
Yep.
You still don't
Yeah.
double the dice, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
One more.
and one more. All right, so the 17 will hit as well,
Okay.
but that
And
one
that
will
will
not.
miss.
Well, we need to see if you hold concentration for that long.
Oh, fuck.
All right,
Okay.
so with the first hit, which was a 16 + 5, so 21, that one to hit. So that will be 4 piercing damage.
Reduced to 1.
Reduced to 1, but I need a con save,
Okay.
which you passed. And then the second one, which was the crit, down to a normal one. So that'll be 8 piercing damage.
Down to 5.
And
good.
successful on that one. And then the third one, 17, so that's 6 piercing damage.
Down to 3.
And one more con save throw.
Ah, bitch.
Ooh.
Oh, do you have Warcaster?
No.
No.
Ah, damn.
That shouldn't be at advantage. I am going to use my inspiration for that.
Okay. That is a decent time to use it. Thank you, viewers, you guys, for supporting
Woo!
these guys. Perfect timing.
Come on, world.
We're good.
big.
18.
Beautiful. Good.
Nice.
clutch
Thanks, viewers.
moment.
The last one misses.
All
So
right.
as they all just wail into me and the blood starts pouring, I'm just going to turn around with a big shit-eating grin and be like, I got you fuckers right where I want you now.
Okay. All right.
I'm also going to use Wrath of the Storm.
Is that a reaction to something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he gets hit or misses.
Yeah, he just.
One of the two.
All right, go ahead.
Yep, so I need
Jackie
the first one.
just cheered some bits, and I take it it's for Kurt's inspiration point.
Refill
Thanks,
it,
Mama.
Thanks. Thanks.
Thanks, Jackie.
Yeah, it's. I also get a +3 to all saves, which I keep forgetting. But I don't think it would matter.
Concentration doesn't get those for Pallies.
Yeah, so he has to make a dex save.
Which one are you attacking?
The first one that hit me.
Just say number 1.
Sure, number 1.
Nope.
Okay, he fails.
12. Okay.
So he's going to take 2d8. Let's do lightning damage.
If you did thunder, it
12.
may have been nothing happened.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. The blast will go off. Inflicting number 1. Was there any? Yeah, that's pretty much everything you do.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this.
Nice.
All right. So for 1 minute, this guy is much bigger.
Oh,
All right. So you guys are going to see a medium-sized Durgar taking up the hallway. All right, but then we go to Rin. We'll finish this turn order out, and then we'll go on break.
Is there a fucking sail on Durgar? Goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll just reappear 10 feet there. Just go, oh, that thing is bigger. Gur, are you all right?
yeet.
Okay.
Okay.
Step, step, step. Misty step. All the
Okay.
way over there.
Beautiful.
That's my bonus action. Then I'm going to use my main action to see if I can hit the restrained one, like, as I'm there, just to kind of shoot him out with a firebolt.
Okay.
Actually, no. Urgra did say bad fire, so I'm going to do Ray of Frost.
Okay, and it's advantage.
Okay, let's see here. How are we going to go? We're going to get hit or not?
It's a high AC, man.
I know. Oh, man. Did it not roll? Come on, roll for me.
It's probably delayed.
Okay.
Not
Ugh.
gonna be good enough.
Well,
Hope you have advantage.
That's how the second one's coming. Ah, damn it.
Okay.
So no. And then I'm going to use my other bits of movement to go a 5, a 10, and 15 here.
Can I take a guess what you do next?
Yeah, I kind of look at all the books.
Oh, that's not what I thought.
Thought a blink was
For a
coming
split
there.
second, he does.
Oh, the blink
Yeah.
will come at the end of my turn, but I'm just now glancing around at the books, just going, oh,
Yeah,
my
we
goodness.
can do a. You want to use your passive, or do you want to do a perception
Oh, no,
check?
I mean, this is just like flavor, because I used my action, my bonus action. I don't have anything to spare. I was just like, I'm just now
Books.
marveling, just going, oh, this is wonderful.
Okay.
Blink.
Majority of the books in this area got destroyed from that shockwave, but
Ah, damn it.
as you look around, there are still some that are intact, and you can see that there are maybe some rolled up parchment, tucked in some of these, like random just bits of paperwork, not just books.
Okay.
Okay.
It's my turn.
Okay. All right, we got the big guy who is Finley, so he is not gonna do anything. Okay, wait. No, we said he wasn't frozen. He could
Yeah.
still.
He can
Ah.
still do stuff. It's just,
All right.
But he is disarmed.
She's disarmed, so he's going bonus action to pick up his thing.
Okay, I will.
You already
Attack.
reacted.
Yeah,
Fuck.
your action's gone for this round.
Bitch.
Okay.
Okay. So he has disadvantage with attacks, but it's going to be against the statue. So he is going
He's
to...
also sort of. The goading attack is basically forcing him to attack me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is there anything else he attacks is with disadvantage?
That's
She
yeah.
already has.
But like
Okay.
the text of it. Here.
Let's pull it up again. Go the target into attacking you as per your die. On a failed save, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than you. Yeah, so you're not fully pulling aggro. Yeah, okay. I would have granted it if the verbiage would have been different. Yeah, so he he is going to attack the statue. Whiz. So we need everybody within the doorway to make a strength saving throw, as once again it crashes into it, and this time a large crack is going to start to shoot up the dress of the statue.
I want to see him that one. I want to see him just fail.
DC is 16, so Curtsy will pass.
Ooh, Finley.
Yeah!
Nice!
You're just hanging onto the rope, and I imagine your feet come out from underneath you. You're just hanging on.
No one sees it, but you know it's there.
Yeah, that's great.
Rin, you did not...
I be Blinkville. I'm in ethereal realm.
Oh, you did? That was the D20. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So he's gonna be fine, but the other one. So I'm gonna do
Holy
one.
shit!
Oh,
Whee! Just like a kite.
Oh, jeez.
See what happens with this. Oh my God, Kurtz!
See? It,
These are for all of them. When I was group rolling.
Does that include the one right here, the big guy?
No, I'll roll him separate since he is a different state. He is bigger, so let's.
oh,
Let's
God.
give him
What
another.
happens if he
They all
runs into
just
Gur
go
if he gets flung?
flying?
So, no!
Oh my God!
What happens
All
if he
right.
gets Gur?
And I teleport and he falls down the hole.
All right, I'll give this roll to Dylan. Dylan, give me a flat D20 roll for this.
Did you hold your action?
No, it'll have to be on my turn.
Oh,
All right,
God.
so all get pushed
That's
two.
pretty funny,
one,
though.
Oh, Gur is
two.
okay.
The Misty Step
Wait,
requires you to
what was that
see
two?
where you're
One,
going. Oh,
Here we
oh
go.
God.
Let's do.
1, 2.
What about the big guy?
1, 2. He's unaffected.
Aww.
2, 1.
Oh, he's not affected.
He's not. I rolled earlier, but I forgot I set something up. Okay, so this guy here will hit the wall, so he will take 1 quarter. So he'll take 1 force damage.
Little tiny boo boo.
But Kurtz, you are no longer surrounded for the moment, and with that, as the blast radiates, Ergra, you can see once again the blue goes out. All of you guys are able to stand your ground, seeing the first blast, but all of the smaller Durgar are going to get pushed away from where Kurtz is, so it's actually a pretty good thing that happened. But we're going to go on break, and we're going to open up a raffle while we are gone, and when we come back, we will close it. So for that to enter, you guys do !raffle space how many tickets you want to purchase. I think they're 10 apiece. It's not open yet. I'm open right now. And that is going to be for 10,000 table token points. Somebody real quick, tell them what these are for me.
So, total table top points are something you earn by watching any of the shows on our channel, and you can use them to play little in-games such as Heist. You can challenge your friends. You can also use them to buy raffle tickets for this in order to gain more points. At the end of every quarter, every 3 months or so, we put up the list of the top scorers in our community. And is it 40 or 60 now? I forget.
60. Yep, 60. I haven't updated the panel, but yeah, it's 60.
So the top 60 get a place of honor and a special little emoji in our chat in the future to show everyone that you are a proficient gamer in all of our heists, and raffles, etc., etc.
Awesome.
That's a fun little thing to keep yourself entertained.
And if you guys are subscribers, you'll get an extra 10 tickets in for that. All right, we're going to go on break, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Hope everybody's having fun. I know I definitely am.
See you.
The dice are telling me it's a 20. We're sticking with it. Okay, just go. I'm gonna go over here because I'm gonna film this shit. I'm just gonna go.
Yes, this is my daughter, Melody.
Ah!
Oh.
You shall find justice upon your soul. Turn it into a, let's go with a gelatinous cube.
Okay.
And I'll let it just go ahead and sit there and start dissolving the place up.
Yeah,
we're on our phones.
Shit.
No, we're paying attention. Yeah, we're focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
I'll just sort of run my finger through the scar that goes across my head. Indeed. Grab it by the head, start slamming the skull into the stone wall next to me until the skull just shatters. Bend the fucking knee, peasants.
I'm gonna burn a lucky point.
Okay.
Oh my god!
It's meant to be.
Tell Caldivar, if you can, please, sir, that Kurtz Glaskin is going.
Come up to Ren and say, speaking of teamwork, do you have any offensive spells at all?
Right? He's got, really scruffy, nasty beard. He kind of kicks his foot. He's like, ow! Down. And he just starts going off on this rift. Martha will turn to the crowd and he'll go, are you not entertained? Hail, brave adventurer!
there, everyone's favourite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigan here. Being the soulful adventurer that I am, and known for telling a tale or two, pull up a stool to grab a pint as I tell you a story about my favourite hero, me. In my years of travelling, I met people of all walks and cultures. Although the horsemen coming didn't affect me directly, I saw the toll they left behind. The destruction and devastation these villainous beings left in their wake sparked something within me. How was I, Finley Shenanigan, to become the greatest, most legendary bard that Candoria had ever seen, if no one was around to behold my glory? More importantly, where is Alundra? When will she be back? And what will she be wearing? Hopefully something revealing. Anywho, setting on my journey, I shared my glamour with those who had never witnessed such pure, unadulterated excellence before. My legacy was to replace their despair and unite the people for the war yet to come. In the end of the day, everyone can be a hero. Everyone has a little adventure inside of them. And if you don't, would you like one?
Ah, salutations. I am Rin Anoran, historian of Candoria, renowned problem solver, an elf of esteemed conscience. When I became of age, I set out as a Rena and departed from my home of Othalos to the city of Egoras to study the arcane arts. With some difficulties, I was able to teach myself while working as a scribe in the library of Alashar. There, I produced a masterpiece of Candoria's history and its secrets. My manifesto, the true record of our world. However, even my aspirations dwindled when Alundra's guidance vanished, followed by the devastation from the horseman's wake. Despite all the wounds we have suffered, I shall never let our existence be forgotten, for I believe our best hope lies with our knowledge and story made eternal.
My name is Kurt Glaskin, and I have lost everything that I've loved in this world. My daughters, my wife, my friends, all of them dead to the horsemen. And now I have a chance to redeem myself, to protect my friends, to lead humanity into a new age of light and hope. Alundra abandoned us, the goddesses abandoned us, and left us with these monsters. And I want to take everything from them that they've taken from us. I live in a world of blood and hatred and violence, and so I will become that violence. I will be that hatred, and I will be exactly what we need, a sword against the darkness.
My name is Urgra Dropper, and I am a dependable ambassador. I was the only half-breed in my mother's tribe of orcs where the threat of being eaten constantly hung over my head. And yet, those were some of the happiest times of my life compared to my time with the Revenant. I was 12 when I first picked up a bow and started hunting, and I quickly found that people make the most interesting prey and often deserve an arrow in the head far more than most monsters. Magic and even the Three Sisters were always something weird and sinister to me. That is, until by chance I crossed paths with the High Priestess Alundra, who showed me that magic, like everything else, can be used for good or for evil. And that's what I'll keep on repeating to myself every time one of those stuck-up magical morons say something that makes me want to cut out their tongues.
The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
Right.
All right, we are back. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. Let's close the raffle down. Good luck.
Let's do that.
Everyone.
Do that, Sean. Do that.
Any wagers on who you guys think's gonna win?
Jackie.
Jackie.
Jackie. Is there any other?
We're putting our money down on something. Let's put it on the winner.
Oh, well, there's only 2 people entered, so yeah.
I completely forgot
Jackie
about it.
had
Yeah.
70 tickets and Kyle had 69, so let's find close.
She has one more. Watch this shit.
Oh, it's Kyle!
Oh, no.
Against all odds.
My one ticket, I was short. I still won.
All right, let me add those points in real quick.
Now watch this shit. I'm a duel. Hold on.
Hold on, let me give you your points first. Hold on. You need those extra points.
I will wait. I will wait.
Because you need to throw all of them. Oh, it's just a duel? Yeah, I don't have a point. Anyway, you're good. All right, 10,000 added to Kyle. Didn't want to bruise your ego, lol. Yeah.
and now I challenge her for 10,000.
Double
Awesome.
or nothing.
All right, where did we leave off? All right, we're at the top of the round. Oh, yes, the blast.
Sorry.
There, Kyle.
Oh, my God, just lost. One way or another, HotA Mama
damn
gets
it.
her HotA points. Or table token points.
Just guess what she wants.
All right,
you, right?
so another blast, shockwave shot out, pushed all the Durgar back, and we go to Urgra, who was able to hold on up there. She is still hasted and still has the, what was the other buff you have on you?
On me, just Spider Flaming Boots are the only buff on me. I've got a lot of debuffs going on, though.
Oh, the debuffs. Okay. All right, what would you like to do, Urgra?
Staying where she is.
Oops,
She's
I
gonna
need
take a.
switch screen. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Are we deafened still?
Yeah.
It would be
We went
redone
off
with
again.
this. Yep.
Not knowing that, Urgra's gonna say, "Hey, Kurtz, thanks for not knocking him prone," and then she's gonna line up a shot and try and shoot
Thought
him.
about that actually.
Mhm.
Thought about
It's first shot longbow. Ooh, another crit.
Nice.
This is gonna be pretty
Another
nasty.
10
Hopefully. Okay, so not minimum damage. So now it's gonna be for Slayer's Prey. Then it's going to be I do it twice because it's crit. Okay, then I'm gonna do Hunter's Mark twice. There's a 6. Okay, then I'm gonna do it for Hex. And double the crit. Alright.
Total damage, sir.
10, 4, 7, 22, 28, 29, 32, 34 points of damage. Radiant and necrotic. I'm not breaking it up.
How do you want to do it?
Oh. she lets it loose, and I imagine he's like trying to grab his hammer to raise it back up to hit the Alashar statue again.
Okay.
And she just says, "Your library card's been revoked."
Nice.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I'm here for it, Urgra.
Urgra has no idea what a library card is.
Sure. Well, this is
Or ever read a
the
book,
birth
or had
of
a
all
library
library
card.
cards in this moment. You saw it here first, folks. If you ever wondered where library cards came from.
She
That
can
means
read
you
for
can't-
5
you
minutes
can't
and
have
making
them in
library
Resi
pun
Unity.
jokes.
All right, so the massive Durgar boss is going to go down with that fantastic shot from Urgra. Any flare you want to throw into the attack, or?
Sort of just hits it in the back of his head, and sure, make his head explode. A classic.
Oh, all right.
Classic.
And it's a big head to explode, so you're just Durgar brains are just gonna splatter everywhere, spackling the statue.
Birds get covered.
Maybe a piece of brain matter gets lodged and then you crack from the last hit. All right. Excellent.
Oh, that was just my first attack.
Oh, that's right. Keep going. You go, girl.
Guys, can I break up an attack sequence with a bonus action? Is that a thing that I can
No.
do? I didn't think I could do it.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Well, just I
Like,
can move my
he
hex,
wants
I can
to-
move my debuffs.
Right, yeah, you should be able to do that if you're moving
Mhm.
attacks.
I know I can move
It's a
and
little,
break it up.
Yeah. Because I couldn't like make an attack and then cast
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith and then continue my attack.
Yeah,
You
because the
would-
attack is part of when you take the attack
Attack
action.
action,
thinking-
you see it through. Yeah.
Okay.
You would be able to do it before your haste attack, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So I will go ahead and take a shot at Durgar number 1 then with my longbow.
Okay.
Oh, it's not advantage. So just 17.
That will hit.
These guys are prone as well.
Oh, that's true. I think they are, right? Because they failed their strength save.
They would be prone. You are correct.
So 5 radiant damage. That ends my attack action. Bonus action, I will move, we'll say Hunter's Mark onto the number 1.
Okay.
And then I will shoot him again with advantage because prone. Man. Ooh, 14.
Not enough.
All right. Lash out goes a little wide, and Urgra will move a little bit over the books to get a discourage them from trying to kill her. And
Okay.
I want her to.
Right, so then we go to Finley, who's invisible yet still with us in spirit. So he has been holding down the big guy. You're going to see him fall as this arrow pierces in the back of his neck and his brain just blows out the front of his skull. What would you like to do, sir?
So the marionette string sucks back onto my wrist as that thing starts to fall. And Finley will move down here a little bit.
Okay.
And I can just see that bigger guy now.
Okay.
And now, here's a question for the DM, since I haven't used it for a while. I want to thread this guy. So it's a bonus action to hold it on the guy that I just did, but since he's dead, it's a new thing, but it doesn't take an action to do it. So it's kind of a weird...
I think they said that your thread is still there, like you haven't disengaged the thread that you've already created.
It's like there, right? Yep. So, sucks back onto my arm. I run over, giggling the whole way in my head, but no one can really hear it anyway because they're all deaf. I will go ahead and marionette this guy as the string rolls off of my hand and marionettes over to that one.
Okay.
Who's ever doing that? Yeah, who's ever doing that, they can't hear, so Shatter's not going to work. Whoever was doing the little thingies. Already thought of that. Yeah, we're just gonna marionette that guy.
Okay.
Giggling the whole way.
All right, so you take an additional corruption point.
Yep.
Okay.
It's 2 more. Okay, and I'm not gonna do anything with a bonus action. We're just gonna move over there. I guess I could cast a spell, right?
I don't know if Vicious Mockery would work because everyone's deaf, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, if it's a
actually, I have a little bit more movement. I'm gonna move over here and cast inflict wounds at this guy. If it'll do it. If it doesn't want to do it, that's fine. You know, it's whatever. I mean, I only clicked it, but you know, if it doesn't want to do it, that's fine. That's cool. There we go. Now it's going. Don't worry about the second one. The first one. 19 to hit. Number 1.
That will hit. And how do you want to do it?
Sweet. So as I giggle over and I run over there, the marionette string comes back off on my wrist, and as I do that, it's like I kind of like lean on the guy a little bit, but like, oh, that's so impressive. I impress myself sometimes, and I like almost like don't even think about inflicting wounds coming out of my hand, and he just like, oh, all right. I just kind of like wipe my hand of the goo. But it's all deaf, so no one really sees it and or hears it. So I'm just me and the Mad One are just talking to each other.
Excellent, Finley. Yes.
Right, I know it's here to see it. Or okay, well that's you know I did it right. You know what's happening.
Do it again, Finley. I love seeing it. All
okay,
right.
we'll play Duck Duck Goose. I'll just go right down the line. That'll be my turn.
Okay, we go to Kurtz. All right, so the big guy falls. Looks like you're turning around. What would you like to do, Kurtz? As these guys are still prone on the ground, one of them just dropped dead as wounds just start to fester all over his body, bringing him to the ground.
I'm gonna run up and start working these guys like a Russian sailor works a flock of baby seals.
Okay, and you guys would see the marionette string as well. All right, who are you attacking first?
I'm just gonna attack number 5.
Okay, that will
and it would be at advantage. I'm just gonna roll again to see if I crit. I don't. Second attack. Actually, let's do damage.
Damage first, yeah, just in case. These guys aren't extremely hard.
13.
Okay, still up.
Still up.
Yep.
All right. I will whack him again.
Whack-a-mole. All right, advantage. All right.
Wow.
15 is not enough.
Would. Okay. In that case, I will That's it.
Okay. All right, Gur, you're going to see this big guy who's got blown down the hallway towards you. Some marionette strings. I don't think you've ever seen these before this moment. So yeah, it's going to be a very strange thing of seeing these strings attached to him as he's being restrained, and the ends of the strings just kind of disappear into nothing in the middle of the main room. You can hear some clanging as Kurtz is bashing one of the Durgards. What would you like to do?
Can I tell if the marionette strings stop him from moving forward?
Yeah, your passive intelligence would, yeah.
Okay, then I'm just going to relax because I was assuming he was going to charge down at me, and just
that was the plan.
Yep, and just sort of Eldritch Blast him. Is that an advantage or normal?
Yeah, it would be advantage because he's restrained.
All right, and I fixed the damage this time. It was just doing it twice because it's a higher
Nice.
So here's the first one, and here's the second.
Okay.
Yeehaw!
I think those hit. I'm just double checking real quick when they enlarge that their AC doesn't go up. It does not. It's just a damage thing. Okay. Yep. Those will both hit.
All right. Ooh.
16. All right. Not quite
Nice.
enough, but it is a good double blast of Eldritch goodness as they crack into him. Anything else for your turn as he still is standing?
Let's take 5 feet to the left and call it
That's
good.
a much better spot. I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
The fur shui just sings there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll get rid of him. Let's get rid of him. Actually, I'm going to keep one on the field because he is the number. All right, 3, 4.
Their initiative was not that high. I don't think.
Well, you're thinking of the boss. There was the boss.
Yeah,
and
the boss was
little-
6. These were
Okay.
13, yeah.
So 3, 4, 5, and 6 were prone, so they will stand up.
Oh, they're all gonna grow.
They disappear from your sight, Kurtz.
Or do that.
That's cool.
Uh-oh.
Moving them around. Give me a second. All right. So as they go invisible, you can hear pitter patter on the ground for just a brief moment, but it's too hard to track exactly where they
Are
went.
they casting a spell?
Yes.
I will use Mage
invisibility would be- Okay. And were you trying to hit 3, 4, 5, or 6, my man?
3.
Okay.
Because he was the one we've all been fucking up. Just so I have that in the chat.
Would this happen before or after invisibility settled?
Before.
Okay.
It's basically as they're getting the spell off, I'm reacting to their like incantation or hand motions or whatever. So attack.
The spell senses are tingling.
Yeah, it would be a 17.
That will hit.
Okay.
Ooh.
15 damage. Good hit. Not quite enough. All right. So as you see him start, as you know, they're all starting to go invisible. You see this last one about to go. You get a good smash into him, but then he managed to go invisible as well. Okay. So
You said they weren't that beefy, Sean. We've done like 60 points of damage to that guy.
Would that be a concentration check at that point?
No, because it was before.
Yeah, before the spell comes off, yeah.
All right. I think we're at Rin now.
Yeah, so Rin is going to just, I guess, since technically he can't see anything, I mean, there's no enemies nearby and the thing died, so can he, in the ethereal plane, just start looking for the most intact pieces of books, scroll, paper, whatever.
Give me, yeah, it's gonna take your
Bruh.
full action, but give me
Oh,
an
yeah.
investigation check.
Yeah,
He's shopping
yeah.
while we're fighting.
I know. I'm sorry, but
You're good.
Yeah, so 24. Wherever it is,
Are
he's
you
going
sorry,
to then
though?
use his. He's going to use his 10 feet from Blink to get right to it. Basically, that's
You
why
know,
he's like doing the look around.
If you just helped us kill them, we could help you search this whole library.
Honestly,
him,
I
he
was trying to
doesn't
take
see
out the big
anything,
boy, but
yeah.
the big boy down. So.
All right, with the 24 investigation, there are going to be 3 scrolls, and I'll just kind of cover it for the whole thing, so you don't got to keep doing it. There are 3 scrolls, and that are going to stand out as the rest. So all the other ones are going to either have useless information, or be blank, or be damaged. So there are 3 remaining magical scrolls that you will be able to.
Are they clumped together?
Sure, why not?
Okay, yeah. So he'll just use that wherever it is, in the 10 feet from wherever he is. If he needs to go there, if he needs to go there, wherever he'll go to them.
Let's put them over here, because why not? Oh, and I
where's
forgot to bring the other books onto the thing.
This thing, basically.
Sure, yeah, let's put it around the pile.
Okay, to the pile, and yeah, I'll grab the 3 and start to pick them up and put them in my bag of holding immediately for safekeeping.
Okay, with the bonus action?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure this is going to be Rin's entire thing. Just
okay.
Gather.
All right. So
Steal everything.
And then
the
see if he
boss
disappears or
out.
not. I don't disappear this time, so I have plenty of time to grab everything.
Uh-oh.
All right. Bam. Okay.
And that's my turn. I'm just getting all this. It's all mine.
All right, back to the top, Urgra. So the ringing will subside from your guys' ears. You're now able to talk to each other. But as you kind of were lining up another shot to shoot down at the Durgar, they all disappeared. What would you like to do up top? You can still see the marionette string stretched from the middle of the room up to, excuse me, the bigger Durgar, who is still in the hallway.
So just for clarification for the goggles, if I use the spells, am I concentrating, or is it the goggles do it themselves?
Explain the question again.
So when I had detect magic up, now is it my concentration that's holding the spell as it's normal, or do the
yours.
goggles do that on their own? Okay,
Yep.
so then that is gone. Okay, just making sure, because that'd be really handy for invisibility.
Sure.
In which case, Urga will go 5, 10, 15, peek around the corner, see the big guy is still present. Bonus action, she'll move Hex onto him, give him disadvantage on strength checks, and start firing at him. And she gets advantage because he is restrained.
Boys!
Yes.
Beautiful.
It's like a 4th one tonight, man.
How do you want to do it, Miss Urgra?
Well, I want to roll my dice, if you please.
Well, okay. You do your thing.
If I can get another 6, probably not. Nope. Okay.
You trying to overkill him?
I want to explode a dice, damn it.
Sure. No, you're good, man. You're good. Don't want to deprive you of your moment.
Seeing this guy tied up again with his strings, she lines up the shot, and she'll just go for. She'll go for the heart this time. So just aim at because he's facing away from her. Just line it up and let out a radiant bolt.
Okay.
And then that was 5, 10, 15. She'll run down 20 feet to get onto the ground. That's 35, but her movement is doubled. And she's going to start moving towards the statue. So that's 5. Tell me if I run into anyone. 10.
Oh, I will.
15.
Fear not.
20, 25. And she will about face. She doesn't have anything to shoot. So she'll actually stow her bow and take out her scimitar and shield. And that'll be the end of her turn.
Interesting. All right, so your AC is going to go up another point then?
To 21. Yeah. And she's just going to try to protect the statue from anything that tries to get at it.
Fair enough. Okay. All right, Mr. Finley.
AC.
All right, so the enlarged Durgar that you had, excuse me, that you had marionetted was taken down and falls to the ground. What would you like to do?
So it's been a while since Finley's donned the mask here. As the Durgar falls and sucks the marionette back onto the wrist, it kind of like wraps around a couple times and like sucks over there.
You're getting the hang of this, Finley. You're getting better every time.
I know, right? It's been a while, but it's working quite nice. It like wraps really good. Hold that thought. And here's what I'd like to do, Sean. I would like to. You tell me when I got to roll to do this. I would like to marionette the statue and like pull myself Spider-Man-y kind of onto it. How can I do that? Some sort of like pull check or something, or how can
Athletics?
I do that?
He wants
like
to
a
swing.
like a rope.
I mean, you're taking a corruption point for it, so I'll rule of cool it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'd like to go kind of as high as I can. I mean, if I can do the head, cool. If I can get on like this looks like a big fuck all statue.
You'll
So maybe
actually
like a
land
shoulder.
right in the chest area of the statue.
That's where that makes more sense. That's where probably I should be anyway.
Kurtz, you are.
That's the money
hella
shot.
out of focus.
I know.
I will marionette like onto like the neckish area, kind of pull myself up Spider-Man wise, and then land right in the nice crest of the bosom, and then pull it back down and just kind of sit there and dangle my little halfling feet. And well, this is a much better view up here, don't you think? Talking to the mad one, just in my head.
Oh, sure. Finley, why have you not interacted with me in so long?
Right. I thought we could get a really good view of the battlefield down here. This is nice and not bad. And I kind of like pump down on the bosom with my hands. Not a bad spot. And I'll just dangle my feet. And I would like to hold
it being stone. You know it's not going to be soft, but you're hoping for it as you press down.
just
they're hard
caress
as
it
stone.
slightly. Yeah, just rub it. Now, would you consider that my action or bonus action to do that?
It's a free action to the marionette. I'll use movement for pulling you up there.
Okay.
If there's something else you want to do.
All right. I'll just hold an action if I see one of the the bad guys pop up.
The
I
Durgar?
will toll the dead on one.
Okay.
If I see one pop up, be like,
Perfect.
"It's ready. I'm gonna ring the bell," and that'll
right.
be my turn.
Remind me or just jump in with it. Whatever.
Sure.
All right, Monsieur Kurtz.
Like a Bushido on a moonlit cherry blossom dueling ring. I'm gonna ready a grapple.
Nice.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right.
Actually, no. I'm gonna also second wind.
Oh, interesting.
Neat.
Beautiful.
Actually,
Seeing all the very specific imagery.
thank you.
All right, Grr. You saw the Durgar who were all surrounding Kurtz go invisible. You are alone in the hallway. You can see Urgra starting to run up and take a defensive stance in front of the statue. What would you like to do, my man?
Going to flick my goggles down on top of my eyes and detect that magic where they are.
All right, so as you pull them down dry, it's not even fully situated. You start to see it before you settle them down.
They're all in front of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
They are. You're fucked. It's like that scene out of Alien.
They are all in front of you, and they're like just getting ready, like pulling up their war picks, ready to just drive it down into your.
I'm going to pretend I can't see them and walk by the guy in front of me to right here.
Okay, you're gonna take an attack of opportunity from number 4.
If they want to attack me or if they're trying to hide.
No, he's gonna attack you.
All right, he's going to attack me then.
So that would be his reaction. Only an 11.
miss.
All right.
So I'm just
Does he not get a +5?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, he would.
And
So,
advantage because he's invisible?
Not advantage because he's not invisible to Gurr.
Oh, that's right.
So 16 would meet your AC, so you're going to take 8 piercing damage.
Oh, that's not so bad. So yeah, I'll pretend to walk by as if I can't see him, and then as soon as he hits me in the back, I'm going to Thunderwave.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Very good.
At a higher level than normal, because I don't want to die. Well, no, no, because They still have. Yeah, no, they're
They do
resistant
have
magic,
resilience.
are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna do it at normal then.
Con saves, and I'm going to group them.
Ba-ba-boo.
This is either going to be epic or poo.
I'm going to use my inspiration today to ask you to re-roll that.
I
don't do
will.
Damn.
He's a guest. I'm going to take it.
He also gets they get another roll too because they have advantage.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay, well, I'll just...
Well, I mean, you know,
Two more
roll
dice.
again,
yeah,
roll
it
two,
wouldn't
and then
really
we
matter,
go.
so I'll just roll one. Yeah.
You never know. Yeah, you get 2 more dice.
Oh, not
Yeah.
that. That's the wrong button.
Isn't it? Looks like...
Just need to roll low twice. Okay, that's
Oh!
That's low
I
down.
fail.
Oh, that's clutch, my man! All
They
right.
have-
They
They
are
have
pushed
advantage.
10 feet away from me. That was with advantage.
That was his advantage. The 10 still fails.
A 4 and a 10.
I let him use his inspiration, because this is probably his last episode, so I was letting him use his to force the reroll. And then,
Whatever.
Yeah.
I re-rolled the 17, so he rolled a 4 and a 10. That's a fail. They're pushed 10 feet away from me on a failed save, and they also take the 10 points of damage.
Back heathens.
You know what? I'm going to real cool this. You had a really good thunder wave. Down into the pit they go. How do you want to do it, Gur?
Yeah, as soon as I get, like, stabbed in the back, I'm just gonna, like, slap my hands together and jump forward in like, fright, because they're stabbing me in the back, like, oh, fuck! And just explode them behind me. Roll into the room, like...
Awesome. All right, they're going to go tumbling down the hole. Just blast them away, and that is going to complete the encounter. Good job. All the Durgar have been done. I figured I might as well just fast forward
Almost.
since they're all
Nice.
going to die anyway, so...
Gur, roll me a concentration check for the damage with Urgra's haste.
Oh, fair enough, yeah. Concentration, and... I do not have Warcaster yet, sorry.
Does it happen now or later? Basically. Oh!
Now
Oh,
what, Lita?
now...
Oh.
There's your... as the world comes back to the normal speed as you settle in. All right, so the enemies are taken down and take you guys out of combat, so you guys can go ahead and RP this. So the room is just riddled with Durgar. Well, not riddled. I mean, there's the big one and all that stuff, but the books are going to be sprawled everywhere. A bunch of them are all torn up and destroyed. Rin, you did find 3 scrolls. Urga, you took a defensive posture in front of the statue. Finley, you're sitting up on the bosom of one of the 3 sisters.
Once that thunderclap goes off, and there's like that 10 seconds of silence and kind of looking around the room, getting a visual, there's nobody else in here. I'm gonna slowly take my mask off, just shove it back into my bag as the 20 last seconds of my invisibility wear off. Just because.
Okay.
Continue. That's all I wanted to do.
All right, Urgra. There is going to be a will-o-wisp that you are going to see. So as you're holding your bow up, kind of waiting for it, and you kind of relax your bow as it seems that all of them have been dealt with, as probably Gur comes running up, shouting about his epic slaughter of Durgar down the hole. Over here on this bookshelf here, there's going to be a will-o-wisp kind of hovering over a book that was not blown off of the shelves.
She will cautiously go over after recovering for a few seconds after the haste wore off.
Okay.
That she'll put on the goggles, and she knows they work now, and she'll examine the book. Let's see if there's a title on the spine.
Yes, there is. And as you have the goggles on, you look at the spine. The text will read, Extermination Guide to the Supernatural.
Apparently these goggles need adjusting. Hold on. Okay. She will take it out.
Okay.
She looks over. She doesn't know where Finley is, but so she's actually going to try and just put it in her backpack really quick without anyone noticing.
Okay. I don't think
probably
anybody.
sees.
I can see you.
But would you guys be checking. I mean, it's all combat. Give me a sleight of hand check just to see how good it is to whether we can go to.
I'm looking for books, so I'm specifically looking at anyone who's going to bookshelves. So.
Okay.
Oh, is she good though? She really good.
Yeah, I don't think that's even needed a check. All right, so Urgra, you can slip the book into your bag very quickly, as you know. You just after that, the will-o'-wisp just poof from existence.
And just like continuing her trail, she'll just continue to walk around, like as if she didn't even pause.
Sure.
Just look.
Chilling from the breasts of the goddess, as where
One
else
does.
would Finley be? Yeah, as one does.
As this one does.
Yeah. Still kicking my feet up there as the invisibility wears off. I'll be like, "All right, everyone, that was a great combat. No one died. Everyone looks to be in good spirits here. Everyone's doing great. I had a great view from up here. No one died." As I kind of look around, no one's dead or nothing.
They wouldn't say no one died. There's very many dead Durger.
Sure, okay, that's fair. But none of the good guys died, right? All the bad guys.
Dead what?
Kicking my feet.
What did you say, Shadow?
Durger.
Durger.
Cousins to Gur, the Durger. All right. Well, I don't know how I'm supposed to get down from here.
How did you get up there?
Oh, very carefully. I'm okay. I didn't really think of the getting down part, actually. Just kind of looking around. Could someone help me, Urgra, maybe, perhaps?
I mean, if you jump down, I'll catch you.
Oh, okay. Kicking my feet some more. Just all giddy. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Urgra, are you sure you don't want Kurtz to do this? Are you going to catch me for real?
Well, I was.
Oh, see, now I just don't know.
Kurtz, get over here. Urgra starts examining the giant Durgar's dead body for loot.
Wow, trust fall fail. Okay, all right. Well, okay.
All
Kurtz!
right.
I'll just start yelling for Kurtz.
Rin just examines the library like crazy.
Give me a percentile die, Urgra.
Oh.
I will jump down into Kurtz's open arms.
100.
Right. Yeah, with his strength and your small size, there's no check needed. Yeah, so Kurtz, do you choose to catch him?
Ooh.
Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch him.
Gosh, I hope so.
All right, keep going, guys, and give me a quick second, Urgra.
Yep.
Did we find anything?
Good.
Do we find anything cool in here?
Yeah,
Everyone
would you
exploring?
mind helping me look through the shelves, see if there's anything useful?
Sure.
I found 3 things so far. I'm going to look at them a little bit more in detail, but I figured make sure everything is counted for, just in case something comes from that tunnel over there. I don't like the tunnel.
Okay.
Side note, I have been eating these Starburst, all pinks.
Oh, best flavor.
Yeah, by far.
It's a very Finley Starburst to have. It's just all pink, just all the pinks in there.
That's so funny.
I imagine I was eating this during combat, just chilling on the statue.
Is that a specific pack you can buy?
Yeah, just all pinks.
Yep. Yep.
So good.
All right.
The whole thing.
So,
Just
Urgra,
bad.
as you're rummaging through, the only thing of usableness from this guy, because he's so big, is going to be a javelin that looks like a magic weapon that is with all of his stuff. It's probably going to take some identification to see exactly what it is for Urgra to know, but if you want to look up Javelin of Lightning 5e, that is what it is.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Hand raised.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
I imagine she pulls it off, and as she grabs it, it starts to shrink, as magical items do to fit their owner.
Okay.
When you attune.
When you attune?
Oh, that's
does it have attunement? I don't know.
Pretty sure
Checking it right now.
Pretty sure it does. While we're checking,
It's either a yes or
this
a no.
javelin is a magic weapon. When you hurl it and speak the command word, it transforms into a bolt of lightning, forming a line 5 feet wide that extends out from you to a target within 120 feet.
Sick.
Each creature within the line, deck save, 46 lightning damage, turns
Sick.
back into a javelin when it reaches the target.
Yeah.
And then you make a ranged weapon attack against the target.
Yep, it's no
And-
attunement. It's just command word.
Yeah, and if it hits, it does javelin damage plus the 46 lightning damage.
Well,
lovely.
isn't that cool?
Yeah, the
But-
identify will at least let you know the command word.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's
I would
Um,
like that. Actually.
But there is, even though it's a magical item, you'll notice that this seems to have a crack along the back side of the
Gosh damn it.
handle. It does seem to be fully functional, but what the crack, you're not sure.
Hand raised.
Okay. Guys, this thing is giving off some weird aura if someone wants to look at it.
A little busy right now.
Okay. I walk over and just put it in the center of the room for someone to look after it.
Take it.
Do you need me to make another investigation check?
Kurt just
or-
drops me on the ground and runs over. for
I
the
just,
fucking-
yeah, I just
No,
Put
the
him
the
down.
one was, yeah, I give you everything
duh.
because of that, your score from that one.
Okay, yeah, because I asked her to help. I didn't know if it was just flavor then, as opposed to actually doing anything. All right, so just for the sake of it.
I mean, you could look, sure.
Yeah, Rin's looking. He's just browsing every little inch. I mean, even if it's worthless, he's still gonna meticulously analyze to make sure he doesn't miss anything.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna take some time to look at these bad boys, Rin? Yes, Kyle. Finley.
Since everyone else is in investigation, my whole goal getting into this gosh forsaken library is I would like to look for any sort of information I can find on blue orbs. Books, scrolls, drawings, journal entries. My favorite color is blue. I would like to look for that. If I may.
Let's come back to that.
Okay.
Don't let me forget.
I will put my hand back down.
Sure. No, we'll re-raise it in case I forget. No, you hold it up the whole time. If your hand goes down, I
fine.
forget. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. All right, Rin. So you're gonna take a look at these scrolly scrolls?
Yeah, just looking through anything of importance, or at
Sure.
least, and even if it's just broken pieces, he'll probably look at them. So
All right. Are you sitting down, sir?
right now, I mean, I'm probably walking around everywhere. I don't.
No,
think
I
I'm
meant
sitting.
you. All right. So the first scroll.
He's about to drop some knowledge on you. But I think.
Oh, I get it.
Well, yes and no. So the first magic scroll is gonna contain fog cloud.
Okay.
The second scroll is going to contain scorching rays,
Nice.
and the third one is flame arrows.
Sick.
I could have
use
typed
that
fog
one?
cloud.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a wizard spell.
Is it? Oh, I thought it was just a ranger spell.
No, it's a newer spell.
Yeah, that sounds like some unearthed arcana bullshit.
I think it's Xanathar.
Elemental lead.
Yeah, I'd assume it'd have to be Xanathar. Okay, yeah, look at that. Wizard's gonna do it. All right.
All right.
Interesting.
Okay, and turn it back over to you guys. Oh, Finley. Okay. What is your current alignment modifier?
Mine?
Yeah.
Negative 20s, I think.
So you just took
So
a
I
few
have
extra
to
points.
use one for every. I get a corruption point every time I use the whip, right?
Yeah.
Do
Did
I
we
get
say you
one
get
for
it for putting it
activating?
on? Each
It
use
doesn't
of
have
it.
it in the. It doesn't have it in the thing.
Yeah,
but
I think
would-
yours didn't for putting it on, and then it was the.
I used it
each
3 times,
use.
so I'm at a 26.
You're
Okay.
at negative 26.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, dude.
Do you want me to kill Gur real
Aren't
quick?
you?
just to
Weren't
bump
you
it over to the
supposed to?
30s?
Weren't you supposed to take a
Stop.
point away every day that you don't use the mask?
I was.
Oh my gosh.
He was really high, y'all.
I was at like 32, 33, somewhere there. Once
yeah.
I killed a robot.
He
Wait
also
till you see what I do
forced
with
us to
Gur.
help you.
He's actually a living person. Just calm down. What?
All right.
hopes and dreams.
All right, so
Gur, it's
He's
fine.
fulfilled them.
there
He's
is.
fulfilled his hopes. and
It's really
dreams.
just your squirrel I'm after.
Yeah, there's going
I
to be
just
no.
I only need 4 points to get into the 3s, so you're good. I'm sorry. Continue, DM.
No, you're good.
Go ahead.
You're good. There's going to be no book, but you're here in front of a magical presence, representation of a goddess, and you're not at the minus 30. So, table talking, what is it that is there something specifically you're wanting to find out, or were you just looking for, hey, is there a thing?
Well, I mean, the whole idea here, my thought was, my backstory with Treasure Hunter, my big thing is investigation because specifically looking for blue ball stuff. So my idea was, I mean, I'm in an ancient library. Be a really good time for an investigation roll, looking for blue orbs.
Sure.
I mean, here's my thing. If I'm feeling like the Mad One might be able to help me out if I go 4 more points, table talking wise, what would Finley have to do to bump into the 30s? Would I have to kill a squirrel or a bugbear?
So you guys, oh, interesting. Okay,
table talking. As friend to friend here.
We had talked about the negative 30 and the plus 30 being big.
Because I know
deals.
Because I know that when I get super high, I can read stuff that's not typically there. So if I'm not seeing anything, I just put my mask on. I'm all about it.
The squirrel's
Squirrel
evil
or
too.
bugbear? Which one is it? You just tell me which one I'm pointing at.
Well, just Finley, you would think that the squirrel actually is still technically a pet like a lion, something that can be resummoned.
You would know
that killing it is nothing.
True. I would just have to kill it 4. I would have to kill it 4 times.
That's how that works.
Look at Curse. Look at Curse's icon. Where are you going?
You don't know what's going on in his head.
We're still exploring the library. Hold on. Anyway, I mean, here's my thinking. We're in this library.
I
need to find information.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about these orbs. I don't know where they came from, what the hell they are.
Well,
they have to look for it.
They have the power of the goddesses in them.
They grant life and free thought, and a soul can be stripped away with the stroke of a sword.
All right, I will, because you did the requesting as a friend thing. So,
and I did put the mask on, so that would probably be about the other tipping point of.
Sure.
I mean, if you want, I'll put the mask back on and just marionette 4 more times. I'll just start bringing this fucking library down.
I'll give you a little bit, but then the decision, of course, is going to be on you. So, you don't know which way is leaning. I was referencing to the statue. You guys know that going
what if I destroy the statue?
If you, okay, maybe
you start trying to destroy the statue.
If you go too far one way, it cuts off connection to the other side. So you can either try to do something on the good with the statue, or you can dip into the dark. And if it is on that side, obviously it's going to be cut off. So I'll leave that decision up to you. Do you still have? You took the mask off, right? Or did you put it back on?
It's off right now.
No, it's in my bag.
Okay.
All right, you guys figure out what you're doing. I have to decide what I'm doing with my life right now.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm just hanging out and watching everyone.
This
but
could be a crossroads for Finley. Yeah.
If he does go to destroy the statue, I'm going to try and stop him.
Wait,
Urgra herself.
No, though.
Yeah. You see him start doing it.
Yeah. If I see him start doing, I'm just sitting there like watching everyone and keeping an eye out. I'm not like scouring through bookshelves.
Where is Kurt? Oh, you went down the hallway. Okay.
Yeah. At this point, Urgra is actually exploring the statue because she probably put the goggles back on and activated again to see the aura, and she's gonna try and examine and just find like the source. If it's in the heart, if it's in the head, if there's something that's where the energy is radiating out of.
Okay, give me a religion check with advantage.
Okay. -2. Come on. 13. It's not bad.
Yeah, with the goggles on. All right, so you're going to see it's going to be coming from her hands. So the hands of the statue seems to be the sources of the rest of the pulsing.
She's gonna start walking up the statue to get to the hands.
Just okay. Yeah. All right, what would you like to do?
Is there any sort of jewelry, a bracelet, a ring, anything that seems to be this again the source of this energy?
No, it's going to be just completely stone. There's nothing outside of stone. There's nothing like ornately on the statue that would seem to be the cause of it. It's just radiating from around the hand section of the
What are the
statue.
positions of the hands?
I'm open.
Are they kind of like sort of like presenting the library? Are they kind of like forbearance? Are they hang loose, or what are they?
It would be like arms straight back, and the hands are just kind of like fully outstretched.
Casting, kind of?
Maybe.
Okay.
So yeah, Garga, didn't you say that those goggles that Urgra had could do something like ask a question about the librry?
Those
Did I?
those were Urgra's goggles.
Yes, I know,
Yeah.
but Gur identified them, so he knew that.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Then yeah. But it requires all 6 charges.
Yeah,
right, yes.
And
Urgra, couldn't
she
you
did use
recharge
one.
those with the shrine here?
I think I could.
Well, why don't you try doing that?
Okay. Well, while I do that, I might as well try this too. And Urgra's going to try and activate her Sister Stone, because that'll recharge on a short rest as well.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Short resting.
Give me a
well, if I'm gonna recharge
percentile
these
die. You
goggles.
get a sanctification point.
Come on. Okay. Doesn't
What
matter.
was your score beforehand?
My score is now negative 22.
Okay, so it wasn't up there. Okay.
Shit.
All right, so yeah, you'll get one one more.
So she tries that, doesn't go off. I mean, if you guys want to wait, it's gonna.
By
Take a
all means, I'll lean into Gur. I just bought us an extra hour to look through things.
Okay. And before she does, Urgra's just gonna walk around. Does it look like they were trying to because they were attacking? I want to see, because the ground looks like it has cracks in it. Were they trying to make the ground collapse so the statue would fall, or does it appear more like they were trying to destroy the statue?
It would seem like the ultimate goal was to destroy the statue, but he was just wanting to disgrace the entire bit and not just the statue, like the whole altar. So he was starting on the outside, but then started moving towards the monument portion of it once you guys moved in.
Okay. And can I see the force field still in place, or did that go down with the last of the attacks?
I don't think it's like an actual force field, because Finley was on the statue. I think it's just like
That's true.
if you
So
try
was
to
I.
destroy it, there's like a repulsive.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
Urgra.
It's
is
like
gonna-
a reactionary kind of thing.
Sure. So knowing that she needs to pray to this goddess, she will look up at it, give a big sigh, and sort of take a bit of a crisscross applesauce, arms folded, and just bow her head and just try and concentrate on connecting to something, likely the presence that's right in front of her.
Sure.
Kurtz
So-
will kneel down next to Urgra and begin praying as well, and just sort of seeing her try this, just be like, it's easier if you don't think about it.
But she's like the goddess of thinking.
Trust me.
He is the doctor or cleric.
As long as Finley doesn't just tell you to get naked to make it work better.
So
That's just how I've seen it work. That's all I'm saying.
As you guys know, when the goddesses disappeared, all connection had been cut off. But while adventuring and sent on this, what do you always call it, Dylan? The
A mission from God.
mission from God, yeah. So as you guys have been on this quest and trying to correct the timeline, you do know that you guys have seen certain effects happen once you've killed that first horseman. Some changes happen with presence of Alundra, but you guys still haven't heard anything from the goddesses. But here, in front of this statue, as you are praying, you are going to, not audibly, but just kind of like if you had to describe it, it would be kind of like an answered prayer. So maybe you feel it or you think it or something along those lines, but you just feel an answer of thanksgiving, of just sincere gratitude. and it's coming from the statue.
Urger will try and pose a question. Is there something we can do to make sure this doesn't happen again? Can we move you or activate some defense mechanism?
And it was just a normal question, or were you saying the goggles?
Oh, she can't. Well, does she have the goggles back? She was more. This was like more in her meditative state.
Sure. Okay, so you don't have enough charges. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Further questioning, you won't get additional replies, but it's not going to feel like the complete absence of, like what it has been, like the just blank, like nothing ever came back. There's no static. There's no nothing. There's no answer. But you don't feel the lack of a presence, if that makes sense.
Yeah. We have faith, in other words. Alright. So does our little prayer session get completed?
Sure. Unless anybody else has anything they want to do during the
short rest? Is the short rest to do this thing?
I think so.
Yeah, you guys can spend any hit die or get any short rest benefits back.
As Kurtz kneels down to pray, he's just like, "Hey, Alishar, it's me, your boy. Cleared out your temple. Hashtag hugs and kisses."
Gur, did you do an arcane recovery already, or?
I'm doing that right now.
Okay, so you're doing that. All right. So if I notice you doing that, I won't bug you because you're doing that.
I won't bugbear you.
Yes. So Rin is going to look around. What he's going to do during this entire hour is scour for things. Here's the main things he's going to look for: completed pieces of paper that at least have some useful information, be they dates, archives, records, anything like that, even if it's not spell related, just to like organize that as a pile of like good stuff. Second thing he's going to look for is spare parchments or papers that he might just be able to take and use either for spells or for just regular writing, anything like that, anything useful if they had stacks of papers for later use. And the third thing, he's going to look for anything that's quality or good, at least intact covers for books. If the pages might be ruined, but the covers of the tomes are still good, he's going to look for that.
Covers, yes. Pages, yes. And the papers of these books, I'm sure you could scrounge up, whatever. Despite the sheer age of all of these books and documents, the paper that these are put onto, you've never seen before. They seem to be... there's definitely weathering and age, like Aztecing has happened to them. But despite that, just the sheer quality of these pages will actually be something that definitely catches your eye. And it'll make you think, Rin, about like what was the original condition of these. If they're still in this good of shape, I mean, this would be preferential over anything that you have now, despite its age and weathering. Wonder what it would have been like originally.
Are they good enough for me to do practice magic on?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm going to... Everything! Literally everything. This is basically gold value worth for copying spells. You tell me how much value I got.
Sure. I'll have to check with Spaz of the quantity, but yeah, you'll get some.
Okay, yeah. Rin is not leaving anything unturned at this point. It's just like, oh, open bag. In we go. Here we go.
Sure. Okay.
Deal with you later. As long as it doesn't exceed too much. It's not hundreds and hundreds of pounds, right?
No. It's going to be... Yeah.
All right, but he will look for what he considers like the best looking book cover that has the least useful pages in it or something like that. Like a good cover. I'll tell you, because what he's going to try and do is he's going to try and actually make a proper cover or pick a proper cover that he can use to give Gur's spellbook an actual...
Oh, cool.
Like a cover thing.
Yeah, well, just look for a hardcover copy of
a nice hardcover that would be
sure,
the right size, all that stuff.
Well,
we're not murdering him anymore.
Ray never had this thought of murdering Gur. I don't.
Well, I'll actually pitch it over to Shadow. Thematically, what would you like to have for Gur if you could just have any kind of book cover? I mean, because there's tons of shit here. I don't care what it's all flavor text.
Probably not in the library, but it would be a furry book cover.
Yeah,
like Shag. check carpet.
Amazing.
Then just a leather of like animals or something on the front, like maybe a tree with like some sheep underneath it or something. Very farmish.
Can I look for a book, Sean?
What are you looking for, my man?
A book on the transcendence of souls.
Is that a thing?
Like afterlife.
Basically, I'm trying to figure out how Alex got to this plane of existence. So, if I could find a book on souls or afterlife, or
Probably looking
anything
for the
like
book
that.
I got.
I was gonna say that's like necromancy shit, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll look for necromancy shit even.
I don't know if I have that here.
Yeah, so you're not gonna see it. It would have been scooped up already, which you wouldn't know that. Yeah, you wouldn't know that.
We have it.
I know. It's just like she's got it.
Yeah, so Kurtz, it's gonna be a negative, but not a negative for the party. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Okay.
All right. Well, I will go and present the book covers that at least that you say I might think good for Gerd. You tell me, Sean. I don't know if there's a fur one.
No, not fur, but
No,
yeah, I'll grab the
definitely
leather
not.
one. Yeah, that's not too far-fetched.
All right. I'll go. Ger, I was thinking since these are not really needed to be used anymore, maybe perhaps we could make a proper book for you.
Oh, I know what I can do. I'll pull out some of the scraps of the lizard guy. I got a few
Oh!
Okay.
I
I
got
can
a few
totally
scraps
use that.
of leather left over.
Durkos leather?
Yeah, Durkos.
Do you want me to use
I'll
some?
hand it over to Rin. I'll be like, oh yeah, don't worry, girl. This is from a man we killed.
Beautiful.
Wait, you wait?
lizard man.
Not quite exactly a man. It was more of
Lizard man.
Folk.
a cold-blooded killer. Basically, it killed children. Nasty thing.
see, this
More
cool
beast
bandolier.
than anything, really.
This cool bandolier I have is also his skin, but we can use some of this.
Do you want me to incorporate? Would you like one of rare refined reptilian skin?
And you know, honestly, I don't feel comfortable walking around with sentience on my books.
Well, it's not sentient anymore. It's skin.
It's fair. It is dead.
He's really dead. I cut off his head and put it on a pike and everything.
Like years dead.
Right. Anyways, but do you like something specific for your book? Anything besides leather?
Something peaceful. Something nice.
Do you still have feathers from the other guy whose arms got cut off?
Ignore him.
I mean, it's a fair question. We have skin and feathers from all kinds of dead people.
Wait, let me
Ignore
look through my
him.
inventory real quick.
Ignore him.
What people do you have in there?
There's no people involved. Ignore his term.
I know.
It's a terrible term. Does you don't and nothing specifically? No leaves, no fur, no nothing like that. You just prefer.
I doubt there's any books in here with fur on them, but that is always preferable.
Is it? Well, I mean, if you have some excess fur that you could that you don't mind trimming, I could always incorporate it as part of the binding.
You know what?
Are we really doing this right now?
I have time to spare, and I want to thank him for his help.
That was in character.
I mean, we're still probably praying at
I'm
this.
saying this to you.
Yeah. I will probably go pick up my dagger and actually like shave off some fluff.
All right, excellent.
It's like if I shaved my chest hair and plastered it onto like a hat.
The way Ger's
wallet.
thinking about it is like if he put it up against his clothes, like his fur, you wouldn't be able to see it. That's why.
Exactly. Yeah, I figured you could do places where not seen. If there's excess, all right. So yeah, he'll definitely. He has spare satchels, so he'll open an empty satchel so you can put the fur in for there. And we'll just like, all right, good, excellent, perfect. All right, that should be all that I need. Just give me a moment. I'm going to organize it. There were some tables back there. I can at least do some of the work a bit more easily. I don't really like the floor here. It's not very suitable for that. I'll be but a moment. You continue your rest. I can see you're recovering to try and get yourself better at spellcasting. I recognize that mental preparedness.
Much appreciated.
Yes. And then I'll go over here, get back to the area. I'll use a Misty Step that I get as a free short rest one from my Fey ancestry. Just over here.
Okay.
I'm going to get to where I was before, and I'm going to start working on the tables here. I'm going to see if there's anything here that I can also use to just make it a little bit better. But I'm going to lay out his fur. I'm going to lay out the sheets, going to undo the binding so it can be done properly with now this leather tone, basically.
Okay.
Get everything organized to that point, and just as I'm looking at it, I'm looking at all the pages, and I'm going to be, I can't pass this up. I truly cannot. And I'm going to begin making very crude copies with using my conjuring skills to make what would basically be ink printing blocks for all the spells that he has, so as if to make copies.
Okay.
That would look identical to what he's got. And so once I've gone through doing that for a bit, afterwards I will then take those copies and take them and use them as to be the book replacement for him and keep the originals myself.
Okay.
And so I will use my 4th level spell, Fabricate, to go ahead. Since I am a wizard, I am very keen on knowing how to make books. It's one of the things that it says at the very beginning, I can make spell books.
That's your backstory tie-in, man.
I'll be making this one. I'm going to make it as nice as I can. If you let me do some crazy stuff with it, I will be doing some crazy stuff with it.
Yeah, man. Take a moment. Whatever.
I'm thinking for Gur, I will go ahead and try to use, basically, first I'm going to use his fur, try to get it to be laid in a nice kind of, if you have ever seen that book from Harry Potter with the monsters thing that just goes, monsters thing, it's going to kind of have like that, basically, with a little extra bit on the spine, so it just has a bit more of like something there as well, as if it was like a head for a live sort of thing. And then I'll give it a little clasp as well. I'll use some spare pieces of metal if I have anything here. If not, I'll just use some coins that I have on my person to make a little buckle.
Sure.
Very small. Then I'm going to seal it up, make it look nice, and then...
And that's the one you keep, and then you give him just some pages. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no. Actually, you tell me, is it possible for me to make a lock?
I might be able to make one. I'm a tinker.
That's fine. If I'm not can't, that's fine. I was just going to do it if I was going to make it.
Intelligence check.
What are you... Like, what are you trying to do with it?
Rin's going to initially, if he can't make a real lock, he's going to make a passable one. And he's going to make it so that he forgets to make it unlock. So it's technically going to be sealed. So Gur can't open it anytime soon. And he's going to then try to pretend later on that, oh, I completely forgot you need a key. Give me a moment and I will get myself ready to make the proper key for it. And he'll make a fabrication key the next time when he has spare, never intending to give him the right key. So he can't look.
A bit of a stretch, but I'm going to give it to you because of what this means for Rin and the backstory tie-in and some things that will come to fruition later. So, yes.
Goody.
Yes, sir.
All right, then, yep. I have after finishing a nice looking book, his papers in the bag of holding. I'll look for you later. There. Oh, okay, good. Oh, back I go.
Okay.
And since I use Misty Step off a transposition, back over there.
Okay.
I'll be like, it's done! Here you are. I'm sure this is now after the hour if Urgra is now ready to do her thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I approve.
All right. Hey guys, out of curiosity, when you guys were searching through all this stuff, did any of you find that white orb that will open that last door for us?
I didn't see any white orb.
Oh boy. Did you find any other exits from this place?
Is the tunnel over there, Kurtz? Did you look through it?
Tunnel? Oh, there is a tunnel.
I haven't gone down it.
I'll scout ahead a little bit, guys, and Urgra will start stealthing.
Okay.
Man, 17. Not great.
All right, go ahead and start exploring. All right, so as she starts to venture down the tunnel, you guys can either follow or stay or RP or whatever you like. I'll be tracking her, but I'll jump in with anything I need for you guys.
I'll go with her, but stay like 30 feet behind.
Okay.
As I hand the book back to Gur, just giving him to him, just so it's appreciated, look at it nicely. It's like, oh, look, a lovely gift, great. Now, if you can put that away for a moment, I have some of these scrolls I'd like you to look at with me real quick. I'm going to try to lure him over with spell scrolls to look at that instead. Stretching.
And not to add to his book.
Exactly.
Which he Why wouldn't he add it to his book?
Hold on. I'll get to the thing. I'll get to it. You'll see what Rin's doing.
AJ's been dreaming of this day. I'm sure he.
For 2 weeks.
AJ's had 2 weeks to plan this.
Yeah.
Finds
At least
another
that
wizard,
doesn't.
decides to mess with him. Continue.
At least that doesn't affect any of my prepared spells since I use arcane focus.
Exactly. And technically, some of the spells I copied are actually near pristine copies. Other ones, not so much.
If I lose any ability to cast spells, I might come after your ass.
Technically, you might have some issues, but we'll deal with that in a bit.
Burger grabs the orb.
You'll see. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. It's fine. I promise.
So how long has this all been going on for? Between Urgra meditating and Rin making books and stuff?
I'm assuming the hour at least.
Yeah, if you guys are long resting, yeah, it's gonna be no.
Oh, short, but yeah.
Or that's what I meant. Short.
So
Short.
during this hour, Finley has been standing here looking at this statue, kind of like hands behind his back, just kind of like that little thing where you kind of lean on your feet, and kinda, like rock back and forth a little bit. And in his mind, he's gonna try to talk to the mad one while he's standing here. So he's gonna go. Again, this is just in his mind, but
Yeah.
hello, are you there? Can you hear me?
Of course I'm here, Finley.
Okay, good. I'm in a little bit of a predicament here, and I know we haven't talked in a while. That's my bad, but
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
yeah, nope, loud and clear.
Finley? I'm just kidding. Of course you can hear me.
So, you know, I remember there was a time where, for some reason or another, you remember when I took out that thing that had the orb in its chest, that constructy thing, and
Yes, Finley, it was amazing.
it was pretty cool.
It's exactly what I would have done.
Okay, well that's reassuring. But then for a time there, I could see beyond normal sight. I could read a language that I've never been able to read before. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't, Finley.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair answer. I was kind of expecting that. All right.
Why don't you tell me more about what you know?
Well, you know, I'm questing for these blue balls of mine. I'm looking for them, and I was really hoping something down here would be able to help me find at least some sort of information on them, and I can't seem to find anything on my own. And I was thinking back to that time where I was able to see things that I couldn't see before, and it dawned on me that I don't know if that was you doing that or what in particular, but all I know is I had to kill something to do that.
Don't think of it as killing, Finley. It's you're setting it free. That's a much easier way
Okay,
of
yeah,
swallowing
you're
it.
right. Yeah, swallow that. Yeah, okay, gotcha. So, do you think there's anything here that I'm missing? That's perhaps if I went down that path again, there might be something here that maybe I can't see now, but maybe I could.
Oh, this sounds like a game, Finley. You know I love games.
I know, I do too. I just don't know if I'm playing the game for no reason. If I'm playing hide and seek with something that's not here, it's...
Do you think all games have a winner and a loser, or is just playing just the fun that we get out of it worth it all in the end?
Well, I mean...
Are you afraid of losing, Finley? Have I ever strayed you wrong before?
Well, I think I know what I have to do to be able to see what I can't see Yeah. Just didn't know maybe if you had a gentle nudge in the right direction or not, but I mean, it is really fun to push that envelope, though, isn't it? Like just to kind of see.
It is the whole reason for living, Finley, is to set people free. Don't you know? I'll tell you what. You know I love playing these games, and I would desire nothing more than for you to become closer to me. I can see what I can do about giving you what you want if you give me what I want.
Well, I suppose it is only fair, though, isn't it? I mean, get a quid pro quo, as they say, a little give, a little take, right? What do you want?
Set someone free, Finley. That is what I want.
Okay.
But the choice is yours. Those kind of fade away.
Okay. So that's happening during that whole hour of me just standing there looking at a statue blankly.
Sure.
And then Kurtz and I leave down a tunnel. All the wizards are talking.
Yep. Just looking at a statue.
All right, Urga, you will return with something.
Yep, a white orbiting musshead. Guys,
Oh,
I
you
found
found one.
Yeah, I was just at the end of a cavern, just waiting to be found.
Is it attuned to you now?
I don't think that's how that works, but it's following me, so yeah.
When she
Excellent.
touched it, it's just
But
follows you.
did you want to ask the statue your question?
I mean, I don't really have one. Do any of you have questions?
Well, considering the goggles seem to have, answers to this library, they're only really very good if you ask anything in here anyways. Might as well ask if there's anything that the statue can activate, if the statue can be activated, or if there's anything that's hidden behind it, or its purpose. Something
I have a
along those
question.
lines.
Okay.
Where will the next horseman appear?
I don't think that library here will have that knowledge.
You don't know that. That was the whole point of coming here.
I know that was not the whole point of coming here.
It's part of the point of coming here.
Before
Well,
you
that might be
ask
your
the
delusion
question,
of coming here, but that's
no,
not
you're
the real
good.
reason.
You guys can ask anything you want. But just to
Well-
go over it one more time, spend 6 charge, you ask a question, the Grand Sage, you ask, I've been worrying, about anything you are looking at. The Grand Sage will answer back within a timely manner with the closest answer it can come up with according to the archived available lore within the library.
How do we fix the Lunger's staff?
Not a bad question.
I don't know if that will be here in the library either.
Well, I mean, she was a chosen of the goddesses. I think there's a shot.
I still think it's a good idea to ask if the statue has any activation properties of any kind.
This is just a temple.
Well, I mean, Kurtz, you can't really see it, but when I activate these goggles, I can see that each of those hands are radiating some sort of holy aura.
I can feel the aura, but
Yes, you can.
the activation. I mean, Sean, can I do a check to see if there is any activation, or if this is just a holy,
beacon.
temple?
Sure, yeah, you can make a check. What kind of skill you want to try?
I would like to do 2 things to compound each of them.
Ooh,
First,
interesting.
gonna do this. So I'm gonna approach the statue and do that.
Okay.
Getting a bad vibe off Finley.
Yeah, you would, but you're gonna get a very, very pure essence, uncomparable to any person you've ever met.
The statue?
Yes.
Okay.
And I actually think I have advantage on that because of backstory shit, but I have to double check. But
Duty to divine. What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to see if this is actually something that has an activation.
If there's
or
more
if it's
to it.
just
Oh.
a temple.
Yeah, no activation.
No.
There seems to be something with this. Maybe it's something you do now. Maybe it's something later. I mean, you don't you don't know, but this is the first time you guys have ever encountered a reciprocal presence of the goddesses.
So while you guys are thinking of questions to ask, you're going to see Finley, if you're paying attention, has a coin in his hand that he's just kind of like rolling between his fingers. And he just kind of flicks it up and catches it and puts it on his hand. I did it the first time. Good job. I did it the first time.
Now one on the performance check.
Finley, did you drop a coin?
Halfling luck.
And he'll flip it and he'll catch it. And when he looks at it, he's gonna kind of shake his head a little bit. And if I could throw out a question, I've been trying to find any kind of information I can find in these walls and books here about my blue balls, and I can't seem to find anything on my own. I mean, you said that you can ask a librarian a question here, or maybe they'll be able to find some sort of answers, or what?
Yeah, it says something about the sage, and I would guess that refers to, as she gestures to the statue. She seems, maybe she acts like some holy librarian. She knows all that is in her domain, or something like that.
All right, I mean...
Ren, give me a history check.
Oh, good. That's my thing.
Looking around the group. I mean, if no one's opposed to that, I mean, if y'all can't think of a question on your own anyway,
I want to figure out how we fix the Lunderstaff. You said you want to figure out blue balls. Does anyone else have a question that they want to vouch?
I asked if the statue could be activated for something.
It cannot.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Rin, with your history check, the term Grand Sage, you've never heard before, but knowing what you know and the time you spent in libraries and everything, you would maybe lean towards thinking that the Grand Sage is not necessarily a person, but maybe just a information holding, transferring, recording.
She's a computer.
It's Google.
Right.
All right. Yeah. All right. So the statue, then, I do believe, is the source that all the knowledge is at least kept intact with. So you could ask her, "Hey Siri."
Her name's Alishar.
That's right, of course. Hey
Just a
Alishar.
Little respect.
You hear a bling. Yep, she's activated.
Yeah. So I suppose then I guess that means it's down to whatever questions you feel you wish to know.
I mean, the thing is, I can technically, if I understand this right, I can just, if we want to just spend time here, I can just ask a different question every hour.
I appreciate that. I do know that there is technically an elephant out there who's currently possibly on their own without a dwarf supervisor.
The glasses regain charges only once a day. It's either one charge at dawn or refills when praying. So for the rest for 24 hours, you couldn't recharge it again.
Okay. Unless, Okay. In that case, we got one question, and then I can gradually recharge them, or I can recharge it all at once if I have access to a temple or holy site.
Right.
Finley, you want a Rochambeau for it?
Sure. I don't know what that means, but okay. What do you do?
All right, so you make a fist, and then punch beats wet noodle. No. I'm trying to very poorly explain rock, paper, scissors.
Boulder, parchment, shears.
Boulder, parchment, shears.
Okay. That's that. All right. Sure. Do we go now, or just is it like best out of 4? Or
so we're gonna go
5, or what?
It's gonna be
best out
1,
of 37.
1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna make the sign, and that's gonna be it.
Cool. DM, just for the purposes of this game, I would like to use every opportunity to cheat.
Can't cheat on Rochambeau.
He can mind read you and just go like, "What's he gonna throw? What's he gonna throw?"
Between detect thoughts and also luck points and also sleight of hand and literally everything at my disposal to win. I'll just go ahead and.
All right. So do you guys want to
throw that bad boy out. Just
Okay,
right as
yeah,
we're
with
about to
detect
go.
thoughts. So, yeah, you're going to know what Kurtz is thinking. So,
As we have previously stated, all you hear is country roads on a loop.
I also took off a luck point just so I can, like, I don't know. What do you want to do? You want to just roll for it? Or
I
what do you
think
want- don't know what
you
wanna
guys
do.
should
No, play
do
it.
You guys should do it in real life, but what we'll do is Dylan's got to go a split second before you do. So you kind of count to 4 and go.
Jeez. I think what would be good is if he does 2 hands.
Kyle
Okay.
does.
Oh,
Kyle
okay.
has 2 hands.
Give him
Like
two-
advantage?
advantage.
Advantage.
But
I
if
love
Kyle-
it.
But if Kyle doesn't get either success with either hand, then Dylan wins.
Yeah.
He would automatic, and
I'm just gonna give it to Finley.
Because basically, if he goes rock and scissors and Dylan does, oh yeah,
Because
Dylan
I-
it is
lose,
pretty
but
either way.
Lose.
I
You can
don't
lose.
have anything to like help me out with this either. Like,
Sure.
I'm not.
You're right.
With
So,
him
so,
detecting
I'm in
thoughts.
fucking
Yeah.
splint mail. Like,
Sure.
it's
Right.
Clank, clank, clank.
And we know you're just
I
gonna
mean,
do
we can
rock
play for
every
real.
Yeah, it's
if
gonna
you
be
want to
rock.
real quick. We can play for real quick if you want to, just to see what happens. But I mean, I'm a halfling. I'm gonna cheat.
Yeah, you're gonna win.
All right.
Concession.
do it.
Okay.
So you just go on 3 then. You go rock, parchment, steel. Oh, okay,
Boulder,
cool.
parchment, shears.
Ha!
And I punch him in the face.
Oh gosh! Wait, does that mean
You
I
don't-
win?
that's
Who
the-
wins?
That's the boulder. You just boom.
gauntlet.
I had paper. I slap. All right. So wait, does that mean I win? I feel
Yeah.
like. I
Yeah.
feel
Now
like
we
I
do
should
best.
win.
Now we do best of 2.
Oh, for fuck!
So
You
we
may
do
want
it
to cover your
again.
rides for
One.
scissors.
We do it
Just
again.
one.
He does boulder. I do paper. He punches me. I slap him. Like, and we keep doing this till one of us passes out.
Okay.
You're doing
Okay.
a
How the
full
game
Kimbo.
goes. No one ever explains all the rules to games.
Yeah, yeah.
The
this
mad
is-
one's laughing in the
It's
back
like
of my head
it's
the whole
like
time.
it's like the.
Guys,
cup
like
game we
speaking
played.
of games, real game. That's kidding.
Yeah, this is Curse's Rochambeau, not Rochambeau.
That's a
You
totally
know-
different game.
Whoa!
Blow
Listen,
is in
I-
a hit, you pervs.
I can heal 4 of you.
Everyone
from a
wins in that
per
game.
day.
Fair. All
And
right,
then I
so
have to take them
I
out.
think I win. Do we get to ask the order question now? Or
Yeah. All right. And Urger will get before the statue, put on the goggles,
fuck hurts. Okay.
and ask. It has to be a specific question. Can I?
Has to
She'll.
be on something we see too.
Oh yeah, Finley, can you pull out one of your blue balls?
Like you had to ask. I mean, well, I guess you technically did have to ask.
Yeah,
but
because
okay.
you're super protective of them.
All right.
All right.
Right in front of Gur. Interesting.
Okay. Do you want to know, like, I can ask about location, I can ask about their true purpose. What exactly do you want?
Hmm. Well, I mean, I was really hoping to come to the library to kind of learn about them a bit. You know, maybe their history or where they came from, or. But really, I mean, locations would be fantastic. I mean, something to hone in on, or something to find, or.
I mean, I could ask if there's like a certain way to locate them, if there's some sort of mechanism, if there's an item or something.
Well, who are you asking? Is it like a library person? Like, I mean, is it like is it just like the research that's in this place, or just
I think
all
it-
knowing?
Basically
language?
going, hey Siri.
It's limited to the
Okay.
resources currently here, which, looking around at all these destroyed books, may not be as impressive as it once was.
You could always ask, let's say, how many are needed for these orbs to complete their intended purpose?
We know that,
Nah,
though.
nah, that's fine. I don't really. That's whatever. I just need to find them. I think that's the big thing. Finding is the big thing. So, some sort of question.
Yes,
of,
sir.
What if you asked it, if you move the statue to another location, do you have access to that library as well?
That statue is like 20 feet tall.
But he could reduce it.
I don't think I can.
Yes, you can. I've seen you do it before. You said you could.
No. I can make it lighter by 500 pounds.
You can't. Oh, you don't have a large reduce?
No, I do not.
Ooh, I thought you did.
No.
Never
Otherwise, you
mind.
would as well.
Yep, I don't got that.
Plus, I'm pretty sure taking the focal piece out of a holy temple is not gonna endear you to the goddess.
let's do it. Let's just go with like. How many orbs do I have? As I look through my thing, I have 20. Year 1, year 2. Skip 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have one in this year yet, but 1, 2. I have 6. I think I have 6 total. Like, do you think it would give me the location of, like, say, all of them? If you just asked it, where's the location of all of them? Or you just, like, held out a map?
Well,
and it would just
you,
like,
you,
bing, bing, bing,
you got to
bing.
think about this like a monkey paw. You could say where all day, and they could say on the planet or on the continent.
All right,
That's
if we held out
technically
a map.
I don't think, and at
And
the
you
same
do
time,
know that you've only been seeing one per year as well.
and at the same time, I don't think necessarily you'll be able to have that information specifically stored in it. It draws upon the knowledge it has. It might not be what you would call current, up to date, especially since it's been in this decayed state for I don't know how long.
Nailed it.
Your better bet is either to ask maybe what their purpose is or how many there are, since they would at least be probably defined.
It's an
as
old
such.
Rolodex.
Or where they came from is actually something I thought
That's
was
another,
interesting.
their intended purpose, the true meaning.
Mm,
I mean, you've had pretty good luck of hunting them down, Finley, just on your own.
But that's why I said the question, if you ask how many are needed to allow these orbs to complete their intended purpose, or what is the intended purpose of what quantity of orbs, or how many orbs are needed in order to see the purpose? Something, you know. We do.
How about we just ask what they are?
Blue orbs. There you go.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just go for, like, what is the best way to find a blue orb? I think that's, like, pretty specific, right? Like, or like, what magical item finds a blue orb, or something like that, right? That's pretty specific. I mean, it's a library, right? Are they gonna riddle me this, riddle me that, or it's like, I'm looking for a fucking answer here.
I don't
it's
know.
like,
We've never tried this before, but I think
it's,
I mean
fair point.
we could try this again
We
later.
just
I
ask.
think. Okay, I'm just gonna ask.
There you go.
Put on the goggles. I do the little knobby do hoppers. Probably put down all the lenses so my eyes just look black at this point of all the colors. Is there a way to locate the remaining blue orbs that we do not
Hustler,
currently have?
Is there a way to locate
The blue orbs that we do not currently have.
I figured also we could always ask all information about blue orbs. Go.
I didn't think that would work very well.
It's a Google search, right? Blue orbs.
Yeah, then we just get all this stuff about never mind. I lost my train.
All right. So as you ask the question of the Grand Sage, nothing will happen for a moment, and then you will see that all of the coloration of all the side lenses will make it kind of go transparent, but the center ones will still stay red. The color will just slowly fade away. It doesn't seem like a permanent thing, just for now. And you don't hear a response, but it did say within a timely manner.
I see a little loading circle.
Is it buffering? God damn it, dude.
1 to 5 business days.
Well, there is
really
COVID going on. It may delay the.
We should really up for Prime next time. Just get like.
Well, the
next
worst
day
thing
or
is that we
whatever.
won't be here in that much time.
That's fair. All right, so we just do you just wait here now, or can we? Do you think we can
No,
just leave and?
I think we can leave. We have the last orb to get through the next door. We can at least proceed and
All right.
see what's left.
All right.
Believe when I identified the goggles, it said that you could ask from the library from anywhere.
I believe so.
But it has to be an item that you are looking at, or
Yeah.
Yeah, can I have that back, by the way?
Basically legend lore. So yeah, here.
Yep. Oh, thank you. Tuck that away.
Yeah,
All right,
you
so
need to
we
be
have
in
the last
library.
orb, right? Can we just over to that white door there?
I'm okay with that. A little fast forwardy. Unless there's something else you guys want to do.
I'm going to be trying to distract Gur initially, probably before the blue ball comes out, but I'm just basically going to be saying to him, Gur, I have all these scrolls here that I found here in the library. They seem to be spell scrolls. They're very useful. This one seems to be for a fog cloud. That one looks to be like some scorching rays of some sort. And this one can imbue a quiver with flaming arrows. Rather useful, perhaps, don't you think?
And perhaps, maybe. Is there any perchance, have you ever seen anything on a polymorph or a true polymorph? That is my true next goal.
Yes, I do actually. I do. I know how to do that myself. And funny enough, I will just, for sharing sakes and purposes and also feeling a teeny bit guilty for what I've been doing, go to the back of the book and I'll show him. Now, this took me more time to actually study, and right now I still have a lot of work in progress. I cannot fully understand this spell. As you can see, it's a bit tattered and ruined. I gathered mostly scraps of whatever I could find, but this one eventually should become a true polymorph spell. I'm absolutely certain of it, but it takes me time to practice and figure it out.
If you do not mind, if I look at it.
Well, it's bare of anything. I mean, literally, it looks like pieces of like scrap notes put together in like broken circles. It's very useless.
Why do you want to know true polymorph?
It is just the next skill that I wish to learn.
Does it have anything to do with wobbles?
Why would you do such a thing?
Because your motivation has been very, very
It's not a leap.
wobble-centric, as one might say.
Let me assure you all, since you are not knowledgeable in this, the squirrel can't become anything. It cannot become anything greater than what it is. Whatever its own power that it resides in it now cannot be, expanded upon.
Yes, I would have to go out and find a way to make Wobbles way more powerful than he currently is to make him anything more than just a squirrel or a rat.
Are they bullshitting me with a 20 insight?
I am being deathly serious. It is honestly, you cannot true polymorph anything above the CR rating of the creature that it already is.
I'd have to find some way to give Wobbles levels or some sort of ungodly amount of power in order to
A true polymorph, you can turn like a table into like a dragon.
Objects can be turned into things up to CR 9, but that's it.
All right.
Yeah, but creature-wise, no. Wobbles, as is, cannot be anything else other than a challenge rating of a squirrel.
Yep.
That being said, Gur, as we're making our way towards the white door, when are you planning on completing that ritual you need to do?
I'll stare over at Rin for a moment.
Rin will do a side-eye glance at you, but he's not going to acknowledge it.
I believe that I can finish it on the way out. I glance back at Rin for half a second. I believe I can finish it on the way out. I have what I need now that I have seen the library. So as you guys progress forward, I will progress out.
You didn't take anything out of the library?
No, but I've read.
Just so we know, by the way, I'm going to try to make
Nice
sure no
super
one dies
sus face,
at the
Dylan.
pit. I'm a little worried about people crossing the pit, so I'm kind of watching for this shit here.
Urger will actually put Finley on her back and just tote him over the falling pit room.
Oh, thank you,
God,
Urger.
that might be a little weird. Oh, the weird angle.
No, it's just all in the core. All in the core.
Yeah, but Finley's dangling on. He's like, he's got.
He's got a little monkey. He got the arms
All
and the
those morning
legs.
crunches.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's like hanging on a backpack,
Koala.
not on your shoulders. Okay.
No.
Like Yoda. Like Yoda.
He's a spider monkey.
Goody good. All right, Kurtz, are you going to jump across?
Yeah, I'll just jump across.
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry about missing it, right?
No, it's
Okay,
right in my
And Go, you
Right
can make
in
it
the
across
wheelhouse.
safely.
Yes. I will again attempt to jump across it, but if that fails, teleport across.
Okay.
All right. So we go to the white door.
Maybe.
All right. So as you guys button hook your way back around and get to the towards the exit, just simply placing the white orb in the palm of the white hand will make the last color glowing. So you've seen all the different colors of all the hands, and with this final one opening, the door will start to shudder as it starts to lift up, and it will lead to a cavern exit that will eventually lead back to the surface. So we'll kind of, it'll be a bit of a trek, twisting and winding and working its way out. It's definitely not, the most direct route to the surface.
Before we technically leave, I'm going to probably look at Gur and just say, few things. So, Gur, I'm thinking that if you don't mind, I could copy these first. And there's another spell a little later on. I'm very close to figuring it out, and I'm going to flip over to one and show that I've got a lot more markings on it. I've got this one, which is a courier. It should allow me to send these to you after I'm finished so that you have your chance to copy them.
You.
And then I could also send you, if I have the time, scrolls towards the polymorphing and true polymorphing if you were so interested in them.
Yes, actually. And as he's saying that, I'll cut off one of the bells on my beard with a little chunk of fur and hand it to him, in case you ever need to scry or communicate with me. A piece of the person allows you to do it much easier.
I've heard of this. I don't know how to do it, but thank you. If I find someone who can, I'll use it. I'll put it away. Sure. But yes, if that'd be good. But I assume that now this is the time we say goodbye if you have to go back to your ritual.
Yes, I will finish up here and maybe one day see you again. Perhaps not in a cave. We're
No, seriously, we fucking hate caves. Yeah, okay, good. All right. Gur, it's been a pleasure. Wobbles, I will say I don't know if I entirely trust you yet, but perhaps one day. You did good there, Gur. You did good.
Thank you.
None of us died. That was a sweet elbow drop you had back there that one time.
That was pretty dope. That was dope.
I'll turn to watch, make sure Gur goes back safely.
Okay. All right, yeah. Unless you had any final words, Gur, you can...
No. Or we'll head back in and finish up. And then just...
Okay. Well, we have the other overlay. We're almost at the end of the stream. There's no point. We'll just have Shadow stay for the rest of it.
Nice.
So we don't have to switch anything. All right. So as he, hikes off into the distance.
Let's go find Brittany.
With Wobbles. What's the plans for the rest of the party? Or is there any discussions you want to have on the way back? Where are you going? What do you want to do?
Well, I'm assuming we're heading out in the middle of the night, aren't we?
It was 8 o'clock when we woke up, so however much time it took to do all that.
Well, at least an hour or two, I'd imagine, so it's probably 10 or 11.
It took an hour to do short resty things and combat and however long it took us out of the cave, so whatever that math is.
Mm-hmm. It's the middle of the night. Let's find Brittany and what was the boy's name that from the stables who was looking after her? Jacob? Lucas?
Dwarf?
Something.
Generic stable boy number 7.
I don't remember. It's too many weeks ago now.
All right. Well, let's go find him, and then we're planning to go to Alniel because we haven't actually been.
We need to go. We need to go to Candoria.
Oh right, Candoria proper.
We gotta go see if Tavaria is under the influence of her.
Yeah. Shut up.
We told the fucking conspiracy that we would investigate Tavaria and see if she was under something's influence.
Mm-hmm. And when we tracked here from where we started, how long did it take to get from the Mountain Bane entrance?
Oh, about 4 hours.
Down and around to this. Where
Where
the fissures were and things.
We're booking it because of the mammoth.
Yeah,
right.
It was a few hours, less than half a day.
So we're gonna have to go back to the Bane Mountains.
No,
to sleep?
no, we'll go down to Humper.
Upper Duke.
We have a full carriage. You guys can sleep in
Herdeflurgen.
the carriage. We don't actually have to stop.
Right, exactly. I'm assuming that your mammoth, your elephant, has had enough time to.
It only sleeps for 4 hours a day.
Exactly, just like an elf.
So unsettling.
So recovery should be
always watching.
You threw a whole bunch of feed for the animal on the carriage too, I believe, right?
Yep.
It's also allowed to graze.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably been grazing for a bit.
That does take extra time to do that, though.
Well, it hasn't been doing it.
Since we've been gone, it's probably been grazing.
Yeah. I just meant going forward. If you stop to let it graze, it's gonna probably not be faster in total.
Yeah.
Well, first things first.
The food is
do we
for
go
those
back and
pusher.
do we find a dwarven boy and a mammoth, or are they dead?
No, they're there. Yeah.
Okay, good. Great. First start. They're alive and well. Okay.
Yeah.
good.
When you guys return, he will. He brought a horse, I believe, to ride back with. So.
Yep.
I will pay the boy.
Okay.
And send him on his way.
Perfect.
Separate ways. He goes
Good
back
luck.
to the Mountain Bane, and we go down to Herdeflorgan.
Off into the darkness.
All
with
right.
you.
So, Kurtz, you're going to guide the Brittany.
I'll drive the mammoth.
Driving the Brittany. All right.
Does anybody remember how much time we said was left from this location to Herdeflorgan?
Oh boy.
Like 6 hours, I think.
6.
Because I think we said it was going to be.
It was a
total
day's
of-
travel.
With or without the elephant? It was a
Then-
day's
Without the
travel
elephant.
without. Yeah. So the elephant
We
speeds it up
got
to
a
one.
third of the way in like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's maybe
This is
5
this
hours.
is the Bane. This is the Bane thing. 16.
Yeah, I think we're going to 17, right?
This is Herdeflorgan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Herdeflorgan is the orange
Yeah.
square. Yeah.
And this is the halfway was the library that we just went to.
Well, we were at 24 is Falkenheim.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, it is.
And so we only got like, not very far.
We're only a third. We were only a third of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got another 5 hours or so to get to Hergeflurgen.
Yeah. But Brittany should be able to walk us the rest of the way.
All right, so
Okay.
I think that'll tip us into day 5 then, right?
It will.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and update that real quick so I don't forget.
We might as well just rest until dawn.
Herdeflorgan. Yeah, because if we're leaving at 10, that's 12. It's like 3 a.m. when we get there. We should just shanty up at that point.
Is Lou alive?
Not in this
We
town.
gotta check on. No, we
Herdeflorgan?
gotta check on Lou. We haven't. Oh, we're.
It was in the capital.
Yeah, Candoria. Yeah.
Does Hergeflurgan exist?
You should do.
The bandit clan that never got repelled?
Well, it had some ups and downs, but it's still there.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
we've teleported in and out of here a couple times now.
teleportation pad is a little ways outside of Herdeflorgan. It's just the closest thing to
Yeah.
it. So if you guys, beeline it straight to the teleportation pad, you
We
wouldn't
haven't
stop
actually-
at Herdeflorgan.
We don't even necessarily have to go to Herdeflorgan. We can just bam forward to Candoria.
Yeah.
That
Yep,
works.
that would bring
With
us
an elephant.
straight to Candor proper.
Can we fit an elephant in the teleporter?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, God, I hope so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
We did it before somehow,
Yeah.
I guess, ish.
Well, I
No,
just
we
used
didn't.
I
No,
just
we
used the
didn't.
No, we
bracers.
No, we didn't. We have not taken a mammoth through a teleporter yet. We
It would
just
just
brought
be
it
like
back from
a-
Dido Island.
One thing at a time. So like each of you.
Yeah,
the-
worst
the
comes to worst, I
mammoth
can
or thing,
polymorph it down, but
Yeah, no, it'll
That
work.
would
Yeah.
be the way to do it.
yeah. While we're in there, by the way, Rin is going to probably be pulling out the book he stole, and kind of going to be really happy about it.
All
Rin,
right.
what's that?
That's just some of the extra stuff I found at the library. Useful things for us, good things. Dispel
Oh, nice.
magic's in here, which is very helpful.
I didn't find shit. What did you find?
Well, I found scrolls, I found extra parchment, quite a lot of that actually, lots of extra parchment, and very fine parchment too. Finley, have you ever seen this before? Do you know what this is? I'll hold him one of the spare sheets to look at.
I will look at the sheet. Do I know what the sheet is? DM.
Which one did you give him?
Just one of the random, pieces.
You
of
said it
the-
wasn't
the-
parchment.
Yeah.
No, you haven't seen this before either, Finley. This is all
Not a fucking clue.
ancient paper.
Does
Smells a bit musty, but
It's really useful,
no.
I think.
Does Urgra notice if it's like animal? Like, does it look like skin or something?
Give me a nature check.
Is it vellum?
Come on, be good, be good.
Ooh,
Not bad.
just tears.
19.
It seems like it's a kind of a hybrid or a fusion of multiple sources. Maybe some kind of animal hide, maybe some paper stuff in there.
And lick it.
You're driving.
Pass me up a piece.
Oh, I am not
Just
having
fucking
a
roll a fatty while you're driving a
Yeah,
mammoth.
licking it is not gonna let you figure out exactly what it is. But yeah, it's something that whatever technique that did this obviously was lost because none of you guys have ever seen it. It's not a thing that's utilized anymore.
That's still interesting. Urgra, has anyone said anything yet in your brain?
Not yet. And you see Urgra's pulling out a book of her own. And she's gonna put on her goggles and try reading.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be able to read it.
Well, I imagine she also, with her first time and with the goggles, she's also gonna get terrible motion sickness like you do when you read while driving.
Sure.
2 miles an hour, still get sick.
Yeah, it's gonna take a bit to go through. You know, like you're not used to reading.
Yeah.
You know, it will. But I mean, you guys got a decent trip. So, all right. So reading through it, if any of you guys sneak a peek at it, it's gonna be in an ancient language. So like Rin, I'm sure you know, being Rin, oh, what are you reading? You know, it's gonna be in an ancient language that you guys have never heard of before. It's but she's able to read it despite this. So you are going to get some benefits with reading the book, Ergra. So you're going to get a +1 to attacks and damage versus undead.
Nice.
And a +2 on your turn undead DC.
Eventually.
I was gonna say what now?
Yeah.
What turn on to now?
Sorry. So sorry.
Give me 2 years.
Sure.
2 years. 2 years.
And
So-
damage against undead. And you said a +2 to DC. Okay.
Yep.
Two to
I should have
DC.
PM'd that, but it's silly now. All right.
It's out there now.
Sure. All right. And we're actually going to end the session there. And when we come back next week, we'll give a little bit extra about the book that you read. So, man, what a fun session. I hope everybody enjoyed it as much as we did. That was episode 68 of Horsemen of the Apocalypse. AJ, can you give them a rundown of all the other content that they can catch on the channel, please?
Yeah, so on Sundays, we have Aegis Pass. I am the DM along with Kyle and Connor here, and Cody, Kayla, Scott. Cody will be absent this few weeks as he's off on his own thing, but we will still be running at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Of course, here we have Tuesdays HotA at 6:30 as well, and tomorrow we have the first streaming. Oh no, that's right. You have the missing person, right? Don't you?
Yeah, we're not streaming tomorrow.
The Rise of
Missing
Unity
DM.
will be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
DM's
yep.
yeah.
Kind of need them.
It's important.
Yeah, essential.
But you will be able to catch the streams coming up in future weeks on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And of course, on Saturdays, 10:30 a.m., to throw a twist there, you can catch the world building with the DMs and other developers to try and build up that new game universe that they're working on. Exciting stuff.
Awesome. Does anybody have any final words? If anybody has any questions in the chat, go ahead and throw them in there. We'll go ahead and stay live for just a minute.
Thanks, Shadow, for guesting.
Yeah,
Hey, 3 weeks.
man.
Right, yeah.
Liking me some guest players. I like
Well, yeah.
guests are fun. Spice it up a little bit.
Surprised I didn't die.
I thought about it.
Hey.
Oh,
I
yeah, you did.
Actually, Flip.
was it? What,
I,
did you
I
actually?
literally, I literally flipped a coin on it, so that's a thing.
Okay.
I was thinking the crossing back over the pit. I thought you were gonna try to make
Yeah,
a
I
move
was wondering
there.
if someone was going to push anyone in. That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
Well,
Nope, flip the coin on it.
Apparently, you die of starvation because there's no bottom. Or dehydration.
All right, what is chat saying? Chat saying.
Fun fact: a squirrel cannot die from a fall. It cannot reach terminal velocity.
This is true.
Ew. Well,
Well,
look at
actually,
that
actually
little-
has to. Yeah, if you dropped a squirrel from space, it would starve to death before it ever hit
Well,
the ground.
interesting, but not to mention
Or
he is also a
incinerate.
flying
Or-
squirrel, so he's got some glide action going on.
Yep.
Yeah,
You can go for a distance.
any squirrel. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
They
So
can't
he
reach
wouldn't even have to
terminal
worry about
velocity.
it.
Hold on, Mom. I got a question in the chat.
Just Kurt's fine. Finley's chaos, entertaining or concerning. Kurtz doesn't give a shit anymore.
Oh.
We've gone over a lot with Kurtz of him trying to keep people from doing the wrong thing, and like I had my divine sense up. I know Gur did the ritual, so I'm just not. I know everyone's full of shit now, so I'm just not worried about it.
Did you? Oh.
Yeah, I used my divine sense. It lasts for a
statue.
Would
while.
that actually have told you that the ritual went off?
It would have told me that thing's no longer a construct.
Yeah, it would
Or no longer
be
a Fae.
celestial Fae or whatever. Yeah, it would no longer
Yeah.
ping Fae.
So I already knew when I was doing those inquiry rolls. I just wanted to see as Kurtz.
Didn't want to get Ren in trouble. That's the only reason I didn't tell Kurtz.
Technically, Rin said nothing, And Rin
Yeah.
played it off as if like you were doing this and he was unaware of it. So no one incited him on that shit. So
Had no reason to.
That was the only thing going through Gur's head was like, oh, did you get in trouble for leaving?
oh, I mean, I'm not saying anything in that regard.
Curse is just gonna do him from now on.
And as far as is Urgra hiding any excitement about being able to read? Not too much. She's interested definitely in this new information she's able to gather. If Spaz and Sean develop it into like a little more like, you know, actual words as opposed to just like meta stuff. But aside from being able to read, she doesn't really. She appreciates it, but she hasn't it hasn't come up much. So she's
Has
still,
no point. Yeah.
it's very new to her,
Mhm.
and you guys have already probably noticed that she's not gonna wear the goggles unless she needs to.
Just wait until you find a good fantasy book.
She's got to find one of those good authors.
Yeah.
None of us here like fantasy anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're gonna be looking for. Like, oh yeah, it's just some guy's to-do list. Like,
What's fantasy in a fantasy setting? Is it like
I went and
our,
killed the
our
goblins.
world?
Like, oh, okay.
No magic. They're like, what? This is crazy.
Oh, the plague wiped out a third of Europe. That sounds crazy. That would never happen.
Mm-hmm. A fantasy book and a fantasy.
Is Finley being just mentally affected by the mask, or does he get a crazy look in his eyes when he considers putting it on?
You have a tell.
Is Finley being just mentally affected by the mask, or does he have a crazy look? I don't know. I was invisible. No one saw anything.
You start like giggling and being all creepy.
Mm-hmm.
In here.
Well, outward
Sometimes
as
there's
well.
some outward giggles too, but he knows that his friends don't like the mask, so he has to kind of hide it. And I mean, I guess you guys saw the strings ish, maybe
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Not concerned.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I saw you from the ethereal plane wearing the mask.
Invisibility gets rid of.
Oh no, that's right.
Yes, no,
Yeah, no,
wouldn't.
that's right. Wouldn't see the mask, just see the strings. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
True,
Just see
true.
strings flying around. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely considered killing someone to see if I could read. God damn it, dude. Oh man, I flipped a coin to see if I was gonna kill Gur. That's super fun. I had to talk with the mad one about that.
How much has Rin gone through that he almost without a thought anymore considers?
We-
It's
You might as
not
well
that
read
guilty.
it out loud because some people
Oh,
might just
sorry.
be listening and not
I
watching.
was just reading. How much has Rin gone through that he almost, without a thought anymore, considers stealing magical knowledge? So, Rin doesn't mind taking knowledge that's been discarded and thrown away. That's how he got his manifesto in the first place. It's mostly things that people left and forgot about or couldn't care anymore. So he goes and gathers those basically because it's also technically not illegal at that kind of thing. And for Gur's situation, he does feel a little guilty, but he also knows in the long run he is not stealing, he is borrowing. Because after he collects and gets the spells sorted and done, he will eventually, at the next year at level 9, he's going to get the little courier spell, which allows him to put an item and a few other things into a chest, name a creature, and send them his way. So he's going to he tried to give him as much as he could, so he has some basic version of his spell book, so he hopefully won't be helpless or weak. He technically has all the stuff he has prepared in his head, so if anything was mishapped, he at least has those to live off of, which should be good. So Rin has faith that he'll survive long enough that by the next year he can return what he has borrowed. So in the end, he doesn't really feel like he's doing anything super wrong, especially for the greater good, being the whole party's got to live.
So if Gur dies in this year, does your box just come back like return
It just
to
comes back,
sender?
yeah, it would fail. The spell would fail.
Well, that would be an interesting way to learn that.
Do you feel guilty about that, knowing that you might have killed me?
I would believe that you wouldn't be dead because you have prepared your spells for the worst encounters in this situation, and the only spells you hadn't prepared would be ones that you would maybe use if you were in a less dangerous zone.
All right, last.
Plus,
Oh, sorry.
oh, sorry, I was going to say,
Go ahead.
oh, he copied very well, I think. From what I was told, he copied fairly well to the point that you might only be missing 1 or 2 spells. Two. See, just two, not very small, very two.
And they could just be the ones you prepared too.
All right, last question, and then we're gonna wrap up the stream. Does Gur trust Rin at all?
Gur would trust Rin as much as knowing that both of them aren't legally allowed to learn the magic that they're learning. So the same way a sort of a thief would trust a thief, they would. Thick as thieves sort of thing.
Yeah.
But they would also be a little wary, and as soon as they realize they can't open their book and that they can't cast 2 of their spells, that trust will go down, but they will gain a little respect.
Okay.
But then it should get really good the next year, because not only will you get your book back, you're going to get some scrolls back, and he's going to write the polymorph scroll for you, or he's going to write a copy of polymorph in his spellbook equivalent so that you can copy it later.
Oh yeah, trust will go way back up then.
Yeah, so he'll be like, sorry, but apologies.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for being a part of our game tonight. It was a lot of fun. If you're new to the channel on Twitch, follow, click the notification bell when we go live. If you want to support the channel, you can subscribe, or you can buy some sweet merch. All the stuff's down below. Join our Discord. We got a lot of announcements and discussions and things going on. We got the Halloween thing that we're planning. So if you guys want to be a part of that, if you want to apply to be a developer for world building, also it's in the Discord. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next time on Total Tabletop.